The impossible to debunk UFO events.
Let's start with the ones that are incredibly difficult to debunk and work our way towards the ones that are impossible. Number 5, the Tic Tac UFO. In April of 2020, the US government released these videos showing a pill-shaped UAP speeding above the ocean near San Diego, California. Not only was this criminal breaking the law by speeding, they were also flying completely recklessly. It went
Okay, well, before we even fucking get into this, we have to recognize that UFO doesn't mean alien. It just means unidentified flying object. Could be actually anything.
from high
I've seen this video. I feel like this is the most known video, too, where it's just a black and white image of something just darting across the sky. I'm not saying it misread anything. It is obviously a real video, but it's not definitively an alien. And this is coming from somebody that believes in aliens. I believe aliens exist. I don't know if this is a video of an alien, though.
speeds to a complete stop, hovered in place, then instantly accelerated faster than any known jet in existence, dropping from 80,000 feet to sea level within a second. As you can tell, the quality is absolutely terrible.
80,000 feet to zero in a second. You guys think that's an alien? I don't know. Part of me is like, could this machinery have fucked up in some way? But multiple people are saying that they read this on different machines. But, like, what the fuck is it? Like, I don't know. Part of me thinks that if it is a UFO, it's not actually an alien in a flying saucer moving around. It's like, I think if when we interact with aliens, like hyper, like, intelligent aliens, I think it'll just be like a robot. You know what I mean? Like a drone. Because that makes a hell of a lot more sense than the alien itself being in the ship.
Terrible, but don't worry. With my
How do you believe in aliens but not ghosts? In the least disrespectful way, I feel like that's a stupid question. How do I believe in aliens but not ghosts? Ghosts are supernatural, speculative, spiritual beings. Whereas aliens would be biological evolutionary organisms that are akin to us in just a different planet on a different timeline. Like, what ghosts take more of a jump than aliens? It's technically more likely by what we know that aliens exist than ghosts, by far. Explain the paranormal, then. Human failure to recognize... What do you mean explain the paranormal? It's not real. I'm not definitively saying ghosts don't exist or the paranormal isn't real, but that's the response. Explain paranormal. The paranormal isn't paranormal. It's something else every time that somebody believes is this. And then the counter response is, really, every single ghost Yes. We just watched a video on fear and how your brain makes up shit biologically in the dark, which is every time where paranormal shit happens. Why do ghosts why do ghosts 99% of the time only come out at night when it's dark out in places that already look scary? I'm not saying ghosts don't exist. I'm saying aliens definitely do. Now, I'm not saying hyper-intelligent aliens, but the shit that creates life in the universe is common as fuck. Amino acids, like all these things that create DNA chains. Yes, that takes millions, billions of years to create, and there has to be the exact right, Goldilocks zone on a planet and things for all these, materials to collide and create life. But single-celled organisms are not rare. Multicellular organisms are. Hyper-intelligent organisms are even more rare. I'm not saying aliens. I'm saying aliens in the effect of, like, bacteria definitely exist on other planets. Ghosts, on the other hand, I don't know. And part of the reason I don't believe in that is because when I think I die, it's just lights out. So I would have to believe in something either spiritual or religious to believe in ghosts. And I don't.
My $600 computer and my state-of-the-art...
What did that say? What are your thoughts on religious people, Joe? Talked about that a million times. I respect any religion. I'm as right as you on our thoughts of whether or not God, the universe, anything was created in what way or not. Because faith is the strong belief in God or the doctrines of a religion based on spiritual apprehension rather than proof. which is basically saying that it's objectively subjective, which that one guy really got mad at me that I said, because that's combating things, but you have to look at what I mean by that. Religion is an objective truth to an individual, but subjective to a majority. What you believe religiously is 100% true for you as what I believe for me, right? They're both subjective, and that's subjectivity in general. It's an opinion, but it's a very, 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 very strong opinion. And so that's why I say objective subjectivity. But I still respect any religion. I just don't believe in said religion. I have said some choice words about Scientology, but I also think that's a cult that fiends money out of people for manipulative reasons. So that's my own take on that. I actually did have a Scientology viewer that emailed me a very angry email when I said that too. So I still respect your beliefs, but I really do prompt you to look into the origin of your belief set, and why they kind of shield a lot of things with money walls. YH for the sub.
Our technology. I will be converting this terrible video into 4K resolution for the first time in history. Don't thank me. It's the least I could do. Now, the reason why this UAP sighting can't be debunked is simply because there isn't any known craft that can perform these maneuvers. But it gets even crazier.
Okay, it can't be debunked in that it's something else. It isn't a UFO. It's not a plane, right?
The craft didn't release any heat while flying, which would be expected from any conventional propulsion system. Then, of course, the obvious, its shape. The craft didn't have wings, rotors, exhaust, and clearly no aesthetics. Yuck. The US government has confirmed that it has no explanation for what the craft is, how it moves, or where it comes from. So you're probably thinking, how can this sighting sit at the top of the list when there's actual video proof? Well, after years of being lied to, it's hard to believe anything the government tells us. It's not my fault that I ended up this way. It's theirs. Number 4, the Washington Flap. In July of 1952, Washington National Airport and Andrews Air Force Base detected fast-moving objects in the sky performing impossible maneuvers. The operators moved in to investigate. What they saw left them in shambles. The flying objects were seen hovering in place and instantly darting off in random directions. They made quick turns, sudden stops, vanished and reappeared unpredictably. But get this,
I saw that shit in the sky when I was drunk one time. I like laid on the asphalt and stared at the sky, and there was this like really fucking bright light that would just dart around. And did I see an alien? I don't know. I remember actively though, I was with my friend, and I said, if you're an alien, come closer. And the light got like 5 times brighter. And that I don't know if it was like a psychosis of like we both saw the same thing, but both of us actively recoiled because it was like instantaneous. I was like, if this is an alien, get brighter, or like come closer, and it got so bright and then just disappeared. It was so weird. And I can't explain it. That, and then the only ghost story I can't explain is the one at the Airbnb, where I heard something jumping on the bed and there was like pitter patter and wine in the sink, and I didn't have wine at the air. It was really weird. That. If anything, that was a ghost. But just because I can't explain it doesn't mean it was a ghost. Is more what I'm saying. Similar to the UFO shit. And I don't care if somebody's like, this is my ghost story. You don't believe in ghosts. What about all these stories? Fuck your story. It's your account. It's like I can't hedge my entire opinion on whether or not supernatural beings exist off of a fucking story somebody told me when they were 8 about how they saw a fucking old man staring at them when they were asleep. You had sleep paralysis. That's like the thing. It's like I can't, and it doesn't matter how many stories there are. It's like I haven't experienced that. So I can't fucking say I believe that. Yeah, it's all hearsay. It's all secondhand accounts. I'm not going to do that.
UAPs weren't just flying in random locations in the sky. They were flying directly over restricted airspace, directly over the White House and the surrounding Capitol buildings. This was a clear message. So naturally, the US sent fighter jets to confront the mysterious crafts. but they were easily outmaneuvered, disappearing when they approached and reappearing when the jets flew past them. Obviously, the UAPs knew they could never win in a fair head-to-head matchup. But here's where things get interesting. A Coast Guard officer managed to photograph these mysterious crafts. To this day, this photograph has never been debunked and remains unresolved.
It is weird. It is weird.
Been debunked. And
is it a UFO? Yeah. Is it an alien? I don't know.
Remains unresolved. The scariest part of all this is that these objects didn't just show up for one night. They flew over Washington, D.C. for 4 nights and were seen by thousands of people. In the coming days, countless newspapers printed thousands of articles exposing the event to the rest of the country. And as you can imagine,
this is 1952. When was Area 51 and like the B-52 bomber and all those created? Because that's why a lot of people thought they saw UFOs around Area 51, is because all those planes look drastically different from the planes we know and knew about prior to. And so when you look at it, it looks like a UFO.
The general public didn't take the
Somebody redeemed headset that. Bother Jack and YH for the sub.
news well. It triggered a mass wave of fear, panic, and public anxiety. With public pressure growing, the CIA was forced to release a statement. The UFOs were an illusion produced by temperature inversion. As anxiety resumed, the government pivoted and simply reassured the public that the sightings were not hostile and did not represent a threat. Finally, an explanation they could understand. On the heels of that good news, people moved on, releasing countless books and films to profit from the event. Number 3, the Phoenix Lights. On March 13th,
That's just a B-52 bomber, bro. Like, word for word, that just looks... I know that's the lights. We're going to get into the lights. I haven't even heard the story yet. That just looks like a fucking bomber. That looks like a plane.
On March 13th, 1997, up to 20,000 people across Nevada, Arizona, and New Mexico saw something in the sky that night that forever changed their lives.
When?
1997, up to 20,000 people across Nevada, Arizona, and New Mexico saw something in the sky that night that forever changed their lives. Around 7:30 p.m., a large V-shaped craft appeared flying overhead at low altitude. It had 5 to 7 bright round lights along its base and flew
It's B-52, not B-2. I said B-52.
completely silent. Witnesses claimed the craft was enormous, spanning around a mile in length. Some even described that it felt like a
Oh, it's B-2.
floating city was flying overhead.
Sorry.
For perspective, the largest known craft today has a wingspan of around 385 feet, or 117 meters, which means this craft would have been around 14 times larger than the largest craft on Earth. Later, while speaking to the news, some even claimed that the craft flew so low that night that they could have hit it with...
They interview the worst people, though, bro. They interview the worst people whenever it's UFO shit. So what'd you see? Oh, well, actually, I saw a UFO when I came outside of the 7-Eleven, and it was just signing. It was over the it was over the mountains right over there. It was like big bright light. Fucking dude. Like, I looked at people that I've never seen before in my entire life. I'm like, you fucking just interview a rant. Like, who are we pulling off the side of the street to fucking get an interview here of what they saw?
The ball, which we can all agree is a weird time to show off. The craft flew from Nevada and into Mexico before it disappeared into the sky around 10 p.m. After the event, many Air Force pilots, including the governor of Arizona,
I live near an air base and I see a B-2 at night. Looks like something, an alien at night. Even when you know what it is. Bro, that's the shit with like Starlink. A lot of people do that. I think it's less now because most people know about it. But there was like a long time where people were like tweeting out like, damn, I just saw aliens. It was just Starlink satellites.
Came out and said that they had never seen or heard of any aircraft like the one they saw on that night. Despite tremendous pressure, the U.S.
Why are most UFO sightings in the USA? No, there's more UFO sightings that people hear and talk about. You just hear about the ones in the USA.
Government never issued an official statement about what flew through the sky that night. To this day, the event remains one of the greatest UAP mysteries in history. Number 2, the Belgian UFO wave. Typically, when UFO or UAP sightings occur, it's usually followed by intense cover-ups, threats, and misinformation. You just have to take a look at the Roswell incident, the Westall UFO encounter, the Hudson Valley UFO wave, and the US CSS Nostromo incident to see this pattern.
There was big like government cover-ups of those UFO sightings? Really?
But the Belgian UFO wave is one of the most interesting UFO encounters in history for a very unique reason. You see, the Belgian government was the first in history to be completely transparent, working hand in hand with citizens in an attempt to uncover the truth. From 1989 through 1990, there were over 13,500 reported UFO sightings across the country, with thousands of those leads.
I'm surprised in 1989. Do you think the U.S. went over there? I truly believe that if there was like on the news a country that just said outwardly, like say a random, something not in NATO. What's like a country not in NATO where a UFO would land that would like outwardly broadcast that? Sweden? Yes. Is Sweden in? Sweden's not in NATO. Sweden's been a member of NATO for the last like year. Okay, say a country not in NATO, because they would just tell everybody in NATO first. But say a country not in NATO, like, outwardly went on their news, and they were like, here's a UFO, and put, like, images of it. You know that second from a fucking aircraft carrier or warehouse somewhere in the middle of nowhere, there is a jet plane flying right to that area to go check that shit out from the United States. Like, I'm telling you, the U.S. government would immediately be like, yeah, we're going to intrude on this. We're gonna stick our foot in this door real quick. No question. Like, not, if they wouldn't even ask, they would just be like, yeah, we're just going to go. I think so many countries would. I think Russia would. I think China would. I think so many countries. If there was like a confirmed UFO that some country was reporting on, immediately, bro, every fucking major power in the world would be like, I'm going there right now.
Being officially documented by the Belgian government. Information that was gathered was quickly shared with the general public in hopes of finding out who or what exactly was flying over the restricted airspace. Obviously, there are way too many UFO sightings to cover here, so I'll just talk about their largest and most famous sighting, the Eupen sighting. On November 29th, 1989, around 5:30 p.m., two Belgian police officers were on patrol on the outskirts of Eupen when out of nowhere, a giant triangle craft appeared in the sky flying overhead at low altitude. The craft had bright circular lights underneath each corner, with a red light in the center, and it flew completely silently. The two officers followed the craft as it slowly worked its way into town. Once it arrived, it hovered above Eupen for about 45 minutes before it once again began to move. It slowly flew towards a nearby remote lake, where it hovered in place for around an hour before disappearing past the forest and
nobody shot at that shit one time. If that shit was in Texas, bro, I'd say give it 5 minutes. Somebody pulls out a fucking rifle and tries to shoot that shit down. Like, somebody tries to shoot that shit down. It's not in America, bro, the cops. You tell me nobody has a gun, they're like, yeah, I'm not going to fucking shoot it. I would shoot at that. I'd throw a rock at it, see what the fuck's up. I throw a rock at it, it instantly pulverizes me to like fucking burnt ash. It's just like, I'm like mid-wind back. The rock's not even out of my hand yet. Just instantly, I just get zapped into, I don't even exist. I just vaporized, missed.
To the horizon. But here's where things get even creepier. Back in town, a second similar craft appeared, seemingly following the same path as the first, before vanishing past the forest as well. Sightings like this one were not rare and occurred hundreds,
bro, I wish I saw that shit,
if not thousands of times within the span of a year. But towards the end of 1990, the sightings began to slow significantly. The conclusion the government reached after thousands of reports and hundreds of investigations was that whatever these crafts were, they were unlike anything known to exist. To this day, the government still wants answers about what exactly they all saw. Number 1, the aerial school encounter. This is easily one of the most interesting, scary, and most bizarre encounters I've ever read about. On September 16th, 1994, in Rua, Zimbabwe, around 250 children were outside playing.
Why are there like all of these in the 90s? Why is every single one of these in the 90s? That does make sense that they would be around the same time, like an alien passing by, but still.
During morning recess, while the adults were...
Why does nobody take any photos of these? That's what Neil deGrasse Tyson and a bunch of other people say that like are prominent astrophysicists. They'll go, it's the 21st century. Why is nobody taking out their fucking phone that can film in 4K and record it.
Inside having a faculty meeting. Little did anyone know that on that day, these children's lives would never be the same. Multiple silver crafts instantly appeared in the sky right above them. For a few moments, the crafts faded and reappeared in different locations before descending into a nearby field beyond the playground. As many of the children ran into the school in complete fear, others decided to walk towards the landing site as it was just beyond the school grounds. As they arrived, many of the children were instantly traumatized by what they saw. Laying in the field was an oval flying saucer that was about the size of a small bus. But that wasn't all. Standing next to and on top of the craft were two gray aliens around 3 feet tall, with large black eyes and small mouths. Both were wearing skin-tight black suits. The one on top of the ship was walking around as if it were inspecting the craft, while the other was standing beside it, staring directly at the children. This is when the alien on the floor began to slowly approach them, before disappearing and returning back.
Bro, I can't believe. Is it possible? Yes. But the idea that an alien from another solar system or galaxy would even within our own galaxy, outside of it, would be a bipedal creature with 2 arms, 2 eyes, and functionally look the same. Yeah, it's 3 feet tall with big black eyes. It's walking on 2 feet. Get the fuck out of here. It evolved in the same exact way we did. Like, you know how random our evolution was? Like, it's not, no.
To its starting position.
Yeah, breathing oxygen, carbon-based life, that's not insane.
It did this multiple times. Some children described it as if time itself was repeating, bending, or standing still. This is when many of the children received the exact same message telepathically. The aliens seemed frustrated, warning them that humans were the ones to blame for destroying the planet. Some of the children received the message with visions of the planet being destroyed, while others just felt an overwhelming sadness and a sense of urgency over the well-being of the planet. A few moments later, the aliens and the aircraft instantly vanished. Meanwhile, the children who had stormed into the school were still attempting to convince the adults of what had happened. Of course, they all believed the kids were playing a prank.
Oh, only children saw this. No adults saw, only children on a playground saw this. There weren't any other adults outside.
But once the rest of the kids arrived, it was obvious that whatever they saw left them traumatized, shaken, and in shock. Seeing this, the principal instructed all of the kids to draw what they saw. These are those drawings.
Bro, my God. We need a fucking Leonardo da Vinci in this class, bro. Come on. What the hell is that? That's just a flying saucer.
These are those drawings.
Amy Horn, I saw an oval shape. It was silver. The reason I don't believe this is because the idea of a UFO and the flying saucer is actually like misinformation of a misreading of an account from a pilot from like 40 years ago. So flying saucers aren't actual depictions of UFOs. It's literally a misinformation that was spread over time. Like, I gotta look this up. How was the UFO created? Kenneth Arnold described seeing strange, fast-moving objects later in the event's 1947 Roswell incident. He said they moved like saucers if you skip them across the water. He didn't say they were flying saucers. He said they skipped like a saucer would. I gotta Google this. Did Kenneth Arnold say flying saucers? He didn't say they were shaped like saucers. He said they moved like a saucer, and the description was misinterpreted to coin the term flying saucer. He later said the objects may have been saucer or pie-shaped, but his description was actually about their motion. So now they're all seeing gray flying saucers, bro. Like, I don't know. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. That shit's fake. I don't care if all the kids drew the same thing, bro. That's what they saw. That's what they saw. That is like a corny ass depiction of an alien. Bro, I would be more agreeable that those aren't alien. Like, if this were real, I would be more agreeable that these are like hyper-evolved late-stage humans than aliens. Like, these are humans from 80,000 years, 100,000, a million years from now, where they've evolved so differently and they came back in time, and that's who we're speaking to. More so than these are aliens themselves. Okay, whoever, this kid needs to get an F in art class, because that is just a person.
Obviously, this is the only drawing that can't be trusted. As you can tell, the majority of the drawings are strikingly similar, while those who approached the landing site drew the same two aliens and ship. Keep in mind that many of the children were in different classes, as their ages ranged from 6 to 12 years old. After the incident, many of the students took weeks off from school to recover from what they had witnessed that day. Some never returned. To this day, over 30 years later, all of those children, now adults, still stand by their statements and what they—
Really? See, now that's more telling. That now that they're 35, they're still like, nah, I saw that shit.
witnessed that day. Not a single one of them has ever came out and said that this was a hoax or an elaborate prank of any kind.
Really? No, that's weird. None of them. Not one of them was like, this shit's fake. There was a gas leak? I don't know, bro. That's just so... Like, whenever they're like, yeah, I saw aliens, it was this flying saucer, and they were a gray alien and looked like E.T. I just can't believe that. Terms and how that applies. That's why the lawyer that you have matters. Like, if you have a cheap lawyer, they suck. They pass, but that doesn't mean shit. They're like bottom tier lawyer versus some guy that knows what the fuck he's doing. Yeah, a Saul Goodman of the business.
Police report summarized. Traffic signal analysis, medallion bids, attendees, and results. That's why you hired me.
Let me see if Graham will pick up.
Yes, sir.
Yo, Graham, I wanted to hit you up to see
Do they know people with every degree?
if you know why you think people who pursue law end up regretting that pursuit.
Yes, I think that it attracts a certain crowd of people who enjoy academia and the study of law and don't like practicing law, which is like less academic in nature and a little bit more like practical.
Thanks, dude. That's a cool take.
Yeah, probably what you end up doing ends up maybe being boring.
I feel like it's most regretted too, because I feel like becoming a lawyer is one of those degrees that people try to achieve because they know that it makes money. Like, you have that one kid in your class that's smart, and you're like, what do you want to do when you're later or when you grow up? And he's always like, surgeon, lawyer. But it's like they don't actually love the idea of being a lawyer. They love the potentiality that it can give them in financial gain.
But this one might not be. This is the fourth most least regretted.
Most least regretted, so the happiest degree. Number 4. I feel like I'm going to go comp sci on 4.
College degree.
Field of study.
Vocational / technical.
Does that count?
This is electricians.
Does that count? Isn't that its own? That's not college. Vocational school isn't college. What's vocational? Electricians, plumbers, fucking, carpentry.
Plumbers, automotive technology, cosmetology,
It's a trade school.
culinary school. We're talking about the trades.
I think we've seen like the expectation versus reality
I would have put that at number 1.
brought up for both of these, right? Like expected one thing, didn't expect the red tape. Expected all the academia, didn't expect the workload or whatever.
Oh, you know what you're getting into in vocational school. You just go because it's a steady job. Like, you're setting yourself up for the future being an electrician, but it's like, you got to be an electrician for the next 35 years.
This must be like the most opposite with expectation because you're like, I assume I'm going to be
job security, and you're going to do the same thing every day for the next 3 decades.
plumbing
Yeah,
if I
yeah.
go to this plumbing school.
Yeah, dude, I became a plumber Did you know I got to deal with water?
Dude, I became a plumber. You know I actually have to go in sewers and shit? Oh my God, it's fucking terrible. I actually heard from, I do have a plumber. This is another, I have a friend. I have a friend who's a plumber. He said that shit is not the worst smelling thing. It's like when he has to clean out like clogged grease. He said sewers don't smell that bad because it's poop. He said like rotting food and like grease is by far worse.
Yeah.
So it's worth noting that there are other factors beyond the field of study that affect whether someone considers their education worth it, like level of education. So people with master's or doctorate degrees felt their education was more worth it than people with associate degrees. Age played a factor too. People who were older more often felt that the costs were worth it.
Well, I also think it's the time that we're in where like getting a college degree 40 years ago was like a fucking cheat code. If you had a college degree in the 80s, bro, that was awesome. Now everybody has a degree. So if you're getting an associate's degree, that's like wiping your ass with a fucking dollar bill, dude. It's like you're just spending money. You're not really getting much out of it in return. Because that's a 2-year diploma.
Which makes total freaking sense. The survey said what you're probably thinking. There's
high schoolers. Some of you guys are probably going to graduate with a fucking associate's degree. Like, getting an associate's degree, it's like, if you're going post high school, a lot of people are like, why am I wasting my time on this?
Education may also be driven by the rising costs of higher education and the increased use of student loans, which makes costs remain more salient into adulthood.
All the old people in the survey, you like see the bars on these charts, and they're all like, I don't regret it at all.
Yeah, I had a blast. I had so much fun. It cost me $36, and then I bought a house for $15,000. Then I just sold it for $4 million. Another big factor is whether or not people have student loans. That makes sense.
It's just obvious. I mean, it makes sense.
And a final big factor is the type of institution. Public institutions are like UC schools, state schools, Ohio State, University, or Florida. It's definitely the most common type of college. Then you have private, non-profit schools, which is like USC or small liberal arts schools. All the Ivy League schools are actually in this category. And then private, for-profit institutions are like
DeVry. What about Education Connection? What was that online college they used to do ads for all the time? Not Education Connection. Oh my God. Dude, I remember I would see that shit. This was like 2012. What was that school they always did online shit for? Get Connected? Well, it wasn't Education Connection. Education Connection wasn't a school, was it? Was that a school? I thought it hooked you up to a school.
Or
For free, Purdue.
University of Phoenix.
They've kind of...
ABC Mouse. You guys are not helpful at all. You're just typing Hustlers University. No, not Hustlers University. Not the fucking Andrew Tate fucking Discord group.
come under a lot of scrutiny. They have pretty bad graduation rates. I don't want to disparage people who graduate from DeVry, but...
My interpretation is it's like the bank, which is not a perfect institution, versus the payday loan place.
Yeah.
Which is a less perfect institution. Up next, the third most regretted type of degree, life
Sciences.
Interesting.
Life sciences. Oh, science that deals with life. We're talking biology,
Biochemistry.
molecular.
Really? I would have guessed that those were at the top. Do you think it's because it's hard to find a job with like a bio degree?
Biology,
Ecology.
botany,
Zoology.
genetics.
Oh, but a zoology degree is so badass if you actually get to work at a good zoo. I've always said I think that's one of the coolest jobs. If you're able to like work at a zoo that helps endangered and injured animals, and it's not like a for-profit, like, dude, that's awesome. You gotta just take care of fucking weird animals that like you never interact with any, like nobody would ever see, like a fucking polar bear for the rest of their lives. Like you're never gonna actually see a polar bear in the wild.
All sorts of stuff like that.
I'm actually very
Like working at the San Diego Zoo. Dude, that would be awesome. Working at the San Diego Zoo. Working at fucking like any weird aquarium.
surprised that so many people
Oh, would that be a marine biology degree or a zoology degree?
regret going into this field. This seems like one of the fields that like you know what you're doing. I'm gonna go study plants. I'm gonna go study dolphins. I'm gonna go study the human system. farms.
Let me see if Mooney picks up because, I haven't talked to this guy in forever. It's just kind of fun. I'm getting called old friends.
He's calling a guy he hasn't seen in 15 years. Hello? Who is this? Hey, hey, it's Johnny. Just wondering if you regret your biology degree.
Yo, Zach.
Mooney, I'm making a video about college degrees.
I have a horticulture degree.
I don't even know what that means.
Chat, guess what? What the fuck is horticulture? I feel like that has to do with something with like seeds or like not farming.
Horticulture is like the
Dude, I don't know if you could get this anymore. You used to be able to get a degree in animal husbandry. You used to be able to get a degree in like animal sex.
study of fruits and nuts.
Oh,
What? You could get a degree in the study of fruits and nuts. That is so specific. Where does that degree take you in life? Like I'm not saying that's bad, but like I'm genuinely curious, like where are you going to work at, like Planters Peanuts? Like are you going to go get where do you get a job?
Oh, horticulture. I guess the question is, do you regret your degree?
Maybe I'll just speak for like agriculture. Like if you work on a farm your whole life, like you don't really need a degree unless you're doing research. You're probably doing some like grunt work that you don't need a college degree for. And like the pay isn't great. And then I would say like if you're doing like life sciences, you're either teaching or you're working in a rural area.
Yeah.
Can't like live in the city, like.
But you're happy with your degree?
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with my degree. A lot of people don't go into research.
Mm-hmm.
But in my case, I did, so that's why it was useful for me.
You got a PhD, didn't you?
Yeah, I'm still doing my PhD.
And you're like breeding
A
apricots?
PhD in horticulture? Yeah, what are you getting? Hey, I'm actually a doctor. In what? Fruits and nuts. I could actually just eyeball that mixed nuts bag you have there, and I could tell you that that's 73% peanuts. Gives me some sort of, I guess, x-ray vision. I could smell a nut and tell you what type of nut it is.
I'm breeding hazelnuts.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's breeding hazelnuts. That's the research he's doing?
Be resistant to, like, fungus or something?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's kind of badass, though. Now, that's actually kind of sick. Wait, what? He's, like, making his own type of hazelnut that can't die to fungus? No, that's actually awesome. But you have to get like an actual doctorate to do that.
Can't believe I nailed that.
Dude.
Yeah.
Aren't you trying to do it the natural way or something?
Yeah, we've collected these hazelnuts. I don't know how much you can say about that, but like basically we've gone throughout the
What, like he signed an NDA? This is real underground shit, so let's just keep this off the record. But we actually went to Guatemala and harvested these hazelnuts from this rural area. And they're like nothing I've ever seen before. I'm talking like a weird, dude, like their diameter is insane. Like he's just so hyped about this.
world before any of these wars started happening in Russia, and like geopolitical stuff has been happening in Turkey, but
Redacted? What, so he's harvested hazelnuts from communist Russia, and now that's way before the Great Russian War that's going. Oh, what is he talking about? This is like an FBI redacted statement? Dude, he's a fucking researcher for fruits and nuts.
But we do use molecular biology.
I gotta keep shooting this video, but I'm gonna call you.
Yeah, dude. Glad to hear from you.
Thanks, bro.
Awesome. See you later.
Later.
Dude.
What a smart guy.
Yeah, dude. And also, like, these wars in Russia and then geopolitical situation in Turkey. Don't know how much I can talk about this. I use molecular biology, but I'm making these, like, hazelnuts. So if you like Nutella, it's a lot deeper than it looks, dude.
That's an example of someone who got, like, a college degree who's really using it
Right.
in a way that you're like, I guess we do need educated people.
I guess we do need that. Because even in fruits and nuts, do you think horticulture goes to like people that are trying to make it? Because I watched a whole video the other day at like 3 a.m. about how like the fruit at your local supermarket makes it there from like fucking Argentina. Do you think those are those people? Like the doctorates of horticulture are the ones that are trying to figure out how to fucking ship bananas all the way across the country without them rotting in a specific amount of time.
Like you to keep the world going.
Like a very needed person for society, but some shit you would never think about.
100%. I think he brought up a good point. He went into research and went into like the actual sciences of it and like the development, I guess, of new plants. But a lot of people who go into agriculture go into it to like work in a farm or something.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I could see why how those people are like, yeah, not what I signed up for.
Yeah.
I live in the middle of nowhere. I didn't grow up
Yeah, it's more hands-on work than anything.
doing this. Turns out I don't like farming.
How do people find these jobs? Bro, I was just about to ask that. Like, it makes sense. Like, what do you guys want to go to college for if you're not in college yet? Or if you want to go to college? Most of you are probably going to say, like, something with business, maybe something STEM related. But they're all jobs that we know about. I have never heard of horticulture as a degree. So how the fuck did he go to college and be like, yeah, this is the profession that I want to get into?
You got to wake up early, and it's hard to meet girls. Cool guy.
Yeah.
Mooney.
Mooneyham.
Shouts to Moon.
And now time for a quick dog.
No.
He wakes up. Actually makes them feel good.
All right, now for the third least regretted field of study, health.
Health.
Bro, that's so many different things. Health, so like all doctor related shit, like nutritionists or GPs.
So this includes registered nurses, doctors, physical therapists. It's
Yeah.
like life sciences, but you touch people and take their blood.
My buddy Chris is a dentist.
I would never want to be a nurse. I respect nurses a lot. You got to work weird ass shifts. You do get a lot of time off, and you could like travel and make good money. I don't think I could ever put a catheter in anyone. I was gonna say another man. I couldn't put a catheter in myself. I don't think I could. I don't think I would. That's drawing the line. You gotta clean up people's poop. Maybe assist in I couldn't assist in surgery. I fuck up the medicine. I don't know. Wipe people's butts all day, bro. You got to do so much shit. You watch people die. It's sad. It's always sad. It's never not sad. And it's not like adrenaline not sad. Like if you're like a paramedic, it's high energy. Sad, you see shit, but it's high energy. RN, there's some high energy moments. A lot of it's like you're just watching old people die. Like, ugh.
That's not a dentist.
Your call has been forwarded.
Oh, he blocked you.
My buddy is a anesthesiologist.
Okay.
Anesthesiology is so scary. The surgery or the fucking insurance they have for that's crazy. Anesthesiologists are the people that give you medicine or like shit before surgery. Like when you need an anesthetic. You need something that's going to numb you or make you pass out. Or they need to pump you with certain medicines while they're giving you surgery or help. Yeah, like they put you under, right? But it's very micro doses of certain things. And if they fuck up, you die. And so, I don't know if I could do that.
Call has been forwarded to voicemail.
Why isn't anyone answering the phone? It's 3 p.m.
He's calling me back.
Be cool. Be cool.
I'm curious to know, like, do you regret your college degree?
I do regret my college degree in terms of my undergraduate because I did a lot of chemistry degrees, but then when I went to medical school, ultimately 98% of what I learned was worthless, and I felt like I spent 4 years of studying a subject that I just didn't really have any kind of usefulness for. I kind of wish I had studied maybe a more philosophical approach.
But you're happy to be a doctor now.
I am happy to be a doctor. I'm not upset with my financial predicament, but you know, there's different levels and positions too in terms of income.
Where are you at in that ladder?
I'm definitely on the upper end of physician incomes. I do pretty well.
Hell yeah, dude.
I'm in a pretty stable job. There's a lot of people that like you for what you do.
I think we get the gist. People don't hate you. You make a good amount of money and seems pretty chill.
It is what it is, so.
Thanks for the insight. What do we think? I mean, I thought the big reason health was going to be so high was because it's like education, but you get paid a lot of money.
Like, you mean it's
I thought it was gonna be both things.
morally, you feel like you're doing something good,
Yeah.
but then you get paid?
Yeah.
All right, so that's no surprise. The doctor doesn't regret being a doctor, but he does regret not majoring in poems or something.
I think it shows that getting an education doesn't always have.
Damn, that really does. That does suck, though, the thought that your doctor or surgeon could actually fucking hate their job. Not even in a neutral standpoint where it's like, okay, I'm making good money and I'm helping people. Like, I doubt every surgeon's like giddy to go to work. But you're meeting your fucking doctor that's supposed to be helping you. And right before he showed up, he was like, like dreading getting in his car and having to show up to help you.
To be about turning it into a career. It is cool to just better yourself for the hell of bettering yourself.
Yeah. The number 2 most regretted field of study is humanities/art.
Humanities/art. That's me.
You guys said that would be number 1. What the fuck is going to be number 1, though? Humanities/art. That's a lot.
How embarrassing. I studied film, which was in that category.
What is a humanity?
Humanities include the study of history, philosophy, and religion.
That's me! Number 2 most regrettable degree, chat. Do I regret it? No. What's my job? Twitch streamer. Did I do anything in the field of philosophy? Nope. Outside of my philosophy YouTube channel.
Modern and ancient languages and literatures, fine and performing arts, media.
That's a lot.
Dude, it's because you don't make fucking any media. Don't they have degrees for social media now? It's not like you get a degree in social media, but it's a degree with something with social media. Dumbest degree ever if you go for that shit. Just fucking do it. Just fucking do it. What is this? Kai Cenat Streamer University? You're going to go to college so you learn how to fucking make an Instagram post? Like, just do it, right? I feel like that's bad news if you're like, I need to get a 4-year degree in fucking social media. Anyways, fine arts and performing arts, they get a like if you get a good job there, you get to travel the world and perform, which is really cool, but you don't make good money unless you're really, really at the top. And even then, your lifespan on being able to do it is so short. Like if you're a ballet dancer or you perform in plays, really depends what, but like a lot of the time you might only be able to perform for like 10 years. Modern, ancient language and literature. I feel like literature ends up going into education a lot. Religion.
Media.
That's a lot of stuff.
I got a degree in philosophy and religion. I don't know anyone that gets a degree in religion and doesn't become like a priest. If you're just getting a straight theology degree.
Performing arts, media.
Like what do you do with
That's a lot of stuff.
What do you do with a straight theology degree if you're not going to be like a Catholic priest or teach religion? Teach theology at a school? Like, what do you do with just a theology degree? I could understand philosophy, because philosophy you could segment into like HR in a grad program. A lot of people get dual degrees with psych and become like therapists.
Have to be lumped into one thing.
Human experience.
Oh, the human experience.
It's everything related to
the human experience. I mean, it's
A mortician? Do you have to get a degree to become a mortician?
totally understandable why so many people regret this. Film school and art degrees, they're a big gamble. Like,
Yeah.
there's way more people majoring in that.
I'd hope so. Really? What's the worst that's gonna? What's the worst that could happen? They're dead. They're dead. If you're a mortician, it's like the body looks weird. Like you're not gonna kill. It's not like you're an anesthesiologist. Worst thing that could happen, you bring them back to life. Oh shit! You forgot your training. I didn't know it. And he's just like a dead body, just walking out of the morgue.
Then jobs available. Totally see why a lot of people who majored in a crapshoot got snake eyes and were like, I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, I think the only reason I don't regret it is because I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Like, if I had given up at some point and wasn't doing anything related to any of it, I would.
Well, yeah, I do think a lot of people that get into humanities and arts degrees end up just using that degree to put a foot in the door for the fact that they have a degree and then go into a field that has nothing to do with, you know, cinematography or whatever they ended up getting into.
Be like, dude, I should have gone to school for engineering. If I had a friend who's like an accountant and I asked them to meet up after work and they're like, oh, I can't. I go to UCLA every Wednesday for my like screenwriting class, and they're just doing it for the pursuit of it. Yeah. That's so cool.
Yeah, that's super cool.
So it sucks that people regret pursuing those things, because I think a lot of humanities and arts comes from a place of interest or passion.
The truth is, work without...
Ooh, do you think people regret it because it's like their dream gets killed? Like they go to school for like acting, performing arts, and then they fucking fail like miserably. Oh. So it's not even like, oh, the pay or they don't like their job. It's just like, I literally could not get cast in any role at all.
Without will and work without direction only makes you a beast of burden.
Oh, is that a quote?
Yeah.
Who said that?
I don't know. Another important takeaway from the study is that someone's field of study isn't always the most regretted aspect of higher education. A lot of times it's a relationship.
Yeah.
From a statistical standpoint, the number one regret in regards to higher education, more than the field of study, according to this survey, with 45% of students feeling this way, is not getting more education.
Whoa.
A huge contributor.
The number one regret of higher education is not going further. So they wish that they had gotten a PhD.
To that is 61% of dropouts wishing that they had finished school. All right.
Well, yeah. I will say, this is how I perceive this, okay? I'm not saying this applies to anybody or you need to do this. I was in college from COVID 2020, 2021 till I graduated like summer of 24. I was exercise science for the first year. Philosophy the second year, third and fourth, right? And I think that the second year I really wanted to drop out. And that was 21, 22, right? So like the 2 months into my sophomore year when like I was finally going back, first year of college, exercise science fully online. I didn't go to college one time. Every class I had was on Zoom. It was terrible. It was like I was still in high school. Second year, first year of actual college, first day I showed up, I was like, I'm going to fucking drop out. Stuck with it. Happy I did. I see so many people that drop out, but they don't drop out in the first or second year. They drop out in the third or fourth. What are you doing? What are you doing? You're already, if you're past halfway, might as well stick it out. That's how I'm seeing that shit. The amount of people that drop out like year 4, year 3.5, I'm like, bro, you have fucking 70% of your degree done. Just get it at this point. Like, what are you fucking, I understand if it's like a life thing where it's like, okay, some shit happened where like you physically have to push school to the side, but that's just putting it off. That's not dropping out. The amount of people that are like, yeah, college isn't for me. Buddy, it took you 3.5 years to figure that out. You're on the back end of your fucking degree. What are we doing?
Number 2, least regretted field of study is computer science.
I called that shit!
Of course. I mean, that just makes sense.
Well, that's because it's so needed right now. I think in like 5 years, people are going to regret it.
That's pretty much sums it up.
It's the science of computers, ladies and gentlemen.
Because there'll just be so many people going in for it.
And what is the number one thing in the whole society these days? Yeah, you guessed it. Computers! Computer sciences is basically the new medical school. Once we got a bunch of clankers running around. So for years and years, you've been told like...
Next video. The dark reality of Black Friday. Big Tug video. I haven't seen one of these in a while.
Black Friday, an apocalyptic day where the average man will beat another man for the chance of a good deal. Like your first month of Extra Tug over at extratug.com for only $1. That's right, full access to the Extra Tug catalog for only $1 on your first month if you use this
only $1?
discount code SELLOUT. Oh, Damn it, I died, and I can't swear right away in the video, so Chris is gonna have to bleep that.
Yes, my child, you have died. Welcome to what we call heaven.
What we call heaven. Okay, that's a weird caveat to put on that, but you're God, I assume?
Yes, I'm God.
What
I
am
feel
I
like
watching
that's
right
pretty
now?
obvious for what we're doing right now.
Wow, a plain white tee, much like I'm wearing. Seems like we didn't have a costume budget for this episode.
How about you shut up about that? And also, why are you here? How did you die?
Well, I guess you could say
How did you die? I got trampled during a Black Friday deal. I died in a Target because somebody pushed over a glass panel and everybody stepped on my body and I got crushed to death. The fact that people died that way, when was the last time something like that happened? That has to be like 8 years ago. More. Black Friday shopping's dead. Nobody does Black Friday anymore. Malls still get a lot of traction and places do Black Friday deals, but they're always like, dude, Black Friday, for those of you that don't remember or you never knew, Black Friday used to be like 90% off. Like they were losing money selling shit or like breaking even. It was just to kind of like make products popular. And so it was a huge deal. Like you would go to Best Buy, there would be something that's like 85% off. So you had to pull up because it's like you're basically getting an item for 1/4, less than 1/4 of the price that it actually used to cost. Now it's like Black Friday deals aren't just on Black Friday. They're from like October to December. And it's shit that's 30% off. And here's the catch. And this is what they used to do and they still do it now. Black Friday deals are a scam. If they say something's 85% off, it's not actually 85% off. It's 85% off of the list price. And they up the list price the day before Black Friday or the week before Black Friday so they can tank it 85% of its list price. So say the product normally costs $20. It's not 85% off $20. They're going to up it to $35 and then cut it 85% and then do the math, say, I just rough estimate, say it's like $15 now, $12 now. So it's still off, but it's really actually like 40% off instead of like 85% off, but you're a stupid human, so you don't recognize that because we're genetically not made to fucking understand that process. So you just go 85% off and you freak out and you go buy it. Now they do that with 30% off, but they upmarket a little bit, and it's actually like 10% off.
I died celebrating Jesus, in a way. I guess we could go with that.
Oh, okay, that's pretty rad. I'm gonna need a couple more details, though. Seems like you're hiding something.
Okay, feel like you should already know that. But I guess this is how you work, right? Like, you need me to say it in order for it to be real. I don't really know Christianity. Anyway, it was a Black Friday sale, and everyone was getting a little antsy.
Okay, yeah, all right.
And I was, in the spirit of Jesus, I was crushed while trying to run away with a 65-inch flat-screen TV for $200.
I see, my child. And what compelled you to lose your...
Dude, and that's the crazy thing is flat screens have gotten so much cheaper now that you could get like what people were killing each other over in 2012 today for less than the price that they bought it for on a Black Friday deal. Like flat screens used to be so fucking expensive. In like 2010, now you could get like a shitty fucking Roku TV that's still 60 inches, 1080p for like $150.
Your life for a Vizio.
It was the temptation of the 50% off Black Friday deal, sir. I don't think that was worth dying for. I think we can both agree.
But my son, you see, you were deceived. The TV prices were jacked up right before it went on sale so they could promise a bigger discount.
What? No, Father, no!
Yes, and for the sin of lusting after Black Friday, I must now send you to hell. Honestly, you were never gonna make it to heaven. I've seen all that extra tug stuff and it's kind of lame, and also you're a little pussy dork.
Okay. I feel like that was a sales pitch, but then you called me a dork at the end.
You're a pre-watch Peter? Bro, I've talked about this every Black Friday. That's like common knowledge. Even like Cyber Monday shit, they do that. People don't talk about it, bro, because nobody knows. Nobody knows. Cyber Monday, oh my God, 75% off. List price, they upped it. Check the fucking history. The price went up $45 before they slashed it 70%.
Black Friday. Did you guys like that skit? I feel bad for Chris because he's going to have to edit the out of that, and I feel like it's going to be really hard and honestly look really bad, even though it's not his fault. For many Americans, Christmas is the most wonderful time of the year.
Chestnuts roasting on an open fire. I love that guy. He does the same video every year. Always, that video gets popular every year around Christmas, and it's so awesome.
Chestnuts are roasting on an open fire, while some freak named Jack Frost nips at your nose. But we all know the actual reason for the holiday. Spending, spending, spending. That cold hard cash. That cold hard Kohl's cash. That's right.
I'm already done Christmas shopping. You got to get that shit done early, bro. It's just peace of mind, man. That's like, it's like such a stressful thing. How? Because this is what happens. This is what happens. November comes around. I'm not thinking about anything. Randomly one day, I'm like watching TV, and I go, oh, fucking Christmas is in a month. Oh! And then I write down all the names of the people I need to get gifts for, and the next day, I buy all the gifts. I spend 3 hours just fucking doom scrolling. And I'm like, they want this. They want this. I order everything.
Right, the lining of baby Jesus' manger is not hay, it is cold hard Benjamins. Gallup estimates that the average American will spend $1,000 on Christmas gifts this year. I don't know what kind of American that is. I'm not spending $1,000. You guys, I don't love my family that much. And the signaling of the beginning of this annual shopping spree is always the day after Thanksgiving, also known as Black Friday. If this idea of co-opting a religious holiday,
I will say I do miss the vibes of like Black Friday shoppers that after Thanksgiving dinner, they would go post up outside of a GameStop for fucking 12 hours. Sorry, I gotta leave Thanksgiving dinner early. I gotta go sleep in a tent outside of GameStop. The new consoles are going to be fucking 80% off.
And that's not even the worst part of this disturbing Christmas tradition. Tuglets, get ready for a deep dive past discounts and extended shopping hours to discover the darker side of Black Friday. One that has a body count. People have died to get a Ninja Blendy, or whatever the hell they're called.
But first, let's do an ad.
I am an...
Oh, I love that intro for an ad. I should start doing that. I should really start doing that.
It's proven time and time again that putting black in front of a word is usually not a good sign. You have blackouts, blackmail, black eyed peas. They had that one song where they had to rename it Let's Get It Started, but we all know how that actually started. The term Black Friday was initially used to describe the US gold market crash in 1869. You guys want a little bit of history? You thought we're just gonna talk about people dying for flat screens? No, we're gonna learn a little something today, and you're gonna sit there and you're gonna take it like a good little girl. Boy, sorry, that got weird. The late 19th century in America was an era of powerful industrialists known as robber barons, who often exploited natural resources and politics.
Wait, what? I never knew the history. I never asked the history of Black Friday. I always just assumed randomly people were like, hey, after Thanksgiving, people want to spend money for Christmas, so why don't we just make everything on sale? I never really thought there was like an actual history behind it.
Industrialists known as robber barons, who often exploited natural resources and politicians to amass great wealth. This was in the past, though. These people don't exist anymore, robber barons. We should start calling these robber barons. That would be perfect. Although this was a little different, because this was back when government intervention in business was extremely minimal and regulations were practically unheard of. So it was pretty easy for railroad developer Jay Gould and stockbroker Jim Fisk to buy as much gold as possible while convincing the government not to release any to the public. This drove up the price of gold for these robber barons while they were able to sell it back to the public for inflated rates. But when President...
Oh my God! That is like the biggest monopoly shit ever. You have so much money that you can individually raise the price of gold and then sell it back to the people for the inflated price. You buy gold for $1,000. You just keep buying gold. The price keeps going up. And then you just dump it onto the average person for fucking $4,000.
Grant found out about their scheme. Ooh, old conniving President Grant. Oh, if it wasn't for you, Grant, he ordered the U.S. Treasury to sell a large amount of gold, increasing the supply and accidentally causing a crash that left many investors and businesses to lose entire fortunes. Now, while the...
Yeah, fucking good, bro. What? What? I feel like, bro, that is a problem in society if you find a loophole so lucrative that you could literally just, like, circularly buy and sell gold in mass amounts because you have so much money that you could just change the price yourself.
Crash hurt the economy big time. Gould and Fisk, Gould or Gold, I don't know. Gould and Fisk got out without any consequences, pretty much. So even though its origins didn't involve good deals on home entertainment systems, the first Black Friday already had a bad economic stank for the average American. But by the end of the 19th century, post-Thanksgiving shopping became big business. Chris, put those words big on the screen. Big business! Thank you. Many department stores sponsored Thanksgiving parades, and as part of the festivities, would open their doors to...
Oh my God, the Macy's Day Parade. Do you guys still watch that? I feel like I should for nostalgia purposes. Yeah, big business. Big business marketed the Macy's Day Parade, made Thanksgiving a whole thing about business. I feel like I watch it, but it's cringe now. It's always been cringe. You just never noticed. It's always been cringe. Is the Macy's Day Parade where those two like NBC co-hosts get really drunk? If that's what's it, or is that New Year's? Either way, I love when they do that. I love seeing like news anchormen get really fucking hammered on like national TV. Just doing like, yeah, I think that's New Year's, not St. Patty's. I'm pretty sure New Year's Day it's like Andy something and like his co-host will take a shot every like 30 minutes or something leading up to the new year, and they get pretty drunk.
The shoppers at the end of the festivities. This was a marketing tool that started as an unofficial beginning to the holiday shopping spree. But in 1939, I don't know if you guys are history buffs or not, but there was a little snafu. Thanksgiving had always been celebrated on the last Thursday of every November, but the No Nut Month actually had 5 Thursdays in 1939. So no, this isn't about World War II. I thought it was going to be. I thought it had something to do with Hitler. It doesn't.
Wait, what? There was a month where November had 5 Thursdays.
But the No Nut Month actually had 5 Thursdays in 1939. So no, this isn't about World War II. I thought it was going to be. I thought it had something to do with Hitler. It doesn't. When did World War II end? Chris, put that on the screen. The nation retailers, fresh off the heels of the Great Depression, were...
Bro, I went down a huge rabbit hole this the other day, and it really freaked me the fuck out. Your grandparents were alive around this... Not around. Your grandparents were alive at the same time that Union and Confederate soldiers were still alive. Like, I understand the Civil War was in like the 1850s and that was a long time ago, but like generationally, your grandparents walked the same earth around people that had owned slaves. Like, whoa.
Concerned that it wouldn't be enough time for shopping, which is all the holidays really are about. And given the...
This country's only 3 generations old. You mean 300 years. 3 generations is averagely like 75 years, like 80 years. People have kids like every 30 years.
Situation that the nation's economy had been in for the prior decade, the National Retail Dry Goods Association propositioned President Franklin Delano Roosevelt to change the date. And that August, FDR said, Thanksgiving's a week earlier because we gotta get shopping, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know, buy that turkey a little bit earlier because we're changing a national holiday so you can spend more money. And everyone loved it.
Oh, God, man. I fucking hate cutting. I'm at the age now where when I go to the family Thanksgiving, there's like a potential that I'm the guy that has to cut the turkey. It's a task that I knowingly have to take, but I don't enjoy it. I don't enjoy it. I don't like cutting the turkey. But I feel like you're unk. I don't think it's really unk. I think it's that my parents are divorced. It's my parents are divorced and my family doesn't really do Thanksgiving together. So it's like, I'm like the only guy that's like going to do it. So it's like, so, you know, like in an average like family, how is that funny? Because I don't care. I don't know. Like, it's like laughing at the sadness, you know? I don't know. It doesn't upset me. Like, I've always had divorced parents, but it's like something where it's like, you know, I'm not in a regular honestly, today, it kind of isn't a regular American household to have divorced parents. I mean, type 1 in the chat if you have divorced parents. It's probably very normal. Like, there's probably fucking, 35% of chat probably is divorced parents. Yeah, it's like, it's not a big deal. I don't want to say it's not sad, right? But it's like, it's not rare to have divorced parents.
Change a holiday date for no reason besides shopping. Oh wait, they hated it. There was an uproar and everyone was pissed. Republicans immediately dubbed the new Thanksgiving date Franksgiving, which I think we should still call it that, and just down 1 billion hot dogs. Turkey. Political opponents of FDR actually said that FDR acted like Hitler by doing this, so I wasn't wrong. Hitler was gonna show up. God damn, I knew it. I could smell him. Which, this was also crazy to say because keep in mind, Hitler was still very much alive at this point, and a New Hampshire senator suggested that moving Thanksgiving was so crazy, FDR might as well just cancel winter. So overall, we got some big feelings about this day full of...
Oh my God.
Turkey. We got some big feelings about them potatoes and mash. This issue literally divided the country. That year, 23 states celebrated Turkey Day early, 22 celebrated on the 5th Thursday, and Colorado, Mississippi, and Texas celebrated both. Bunch of fat...
Isn't it a rule now, though, in place that it's always the 4th Thursday? It was always the last Thursday until we reached a situation where there was now the 5th Thursday, so what do we do? Or was it still just always the 4th?
The issue actually persisted through 1941, with Franksgiving splitting the country apart and serving...
I'm going to be 100% real here. Until 3 days ago, I did not know that Thanksgiving was celebrated on a specific weekday in correlation to the month rather than a date. Like, if you put me on Jeopardy and you were like, when is Thanksgiving? A week ago, I would not have been able to say the fourth Thursday. I would have just gone in late November. I don't know. In late November. Sometime in November. Like, I don't know holidays that are celebrated on... I know holidays that are celebrated on specific dates. I don't know holidays that are celebrated on, like, random days. Like, Easter's always the first Sunday after the full moon that occurs during the spring equinox. Like, that is... I wouldn't... Like, that's why I could tell you that, but I wouldn't know when Easter is, right? Like, I wouldn't be able to tell you. I would just be like, I don't know, I'm going to check my calendar. Easter's celebrated between March 22nd and April 25th, depending on the year.
Finally, in December 1941, Congress passed a law officially making Thanksgiving the fourth Thursday of November. Overall, the moral of the story is Congress can fix everything. God bless Congress, they're so good at their jobs. But while Thanksgiving weekend served as a kickoff for Christmas shopping for nearly a century, the term Black Friday wasn't actually used to describe it until the 1950s. And we have our friendly folks over in Philadelphia to thank for this one. What a garbage city. If you don't know, Philly, which calls itself the city of brotherly love, is full of asshole penis people who suck so much. Case in point, in 1960.
Wow. I will say the city of brotherly love doesn't work. Okay, here's the thing. As somebody that goes to Philly all the time, is he wrong? Yes and no. People in Philadelphia are dickheads to each other. But when it comes to Philadelphia people, Philadelphians, they will always band together against other cities. So in a regular day-to-day basis, yes, somebody from Philly's probably going to be a dick to you. But if it comes to sports or anything, like if you want somebody from Philly to like you, walk down the street, you get in a kerfuffle with each other, go Birds. Especially if it's during a football game day, go Birds. They'll be fine. Now you're immediately friends with each other, and because you have a common ground. And you could say that about any sports team, but I think, like, dude, people don't understand, like, Philadelphians will blow up their city over a football game, win or lose. They grease the poles. So people can't climb the poles and injure themselves. Like a cartoonish-esque solution, they will make it so it's really hard to climb things. Like, it's bad. But that's how much they love the sport, right? Or just love their city's teams.
Santa Claus came out on the field during a football game and everyone booed him, and they probably threw bad...
Wait, what?
Case in point, in 1968, Santa Claus came out on the field during a football game and everyone booed him, and they probably threw...
Right, because he was probably delaying the game. There's got to be a valid reason they were booing Santa Claus.
Batteries at him or something. And why did they do...
Okay, maybe they threw batteries at him. I don't know. Get him off the field, you know? Fucking...
This, well...
Get him off the field. The game's got to fucking start up.
Because their team was winning. And it sounds crazy, but...
that makes sense.
Eagles were so bad that year that they could have secured themselves the number 1 draft pick, who at the time was O.J. Simpson. Just so much fun we're having with history today. But instead, the team started winning, which meant they lost the opportunity to draft O.J., and they decided to take it out on Santa. Anyway, that's just a little taste of holiday spirits in Philadelphia. O.J.
Maybe it was for the better.
So it makes sense that cops in the city started referring to the day after Thanksgiving as Black Friday as a way to describe their awful working conditions. Philly's finest were already peeved that they were forced to...
a Santa Claus gets a few batteries thrown at him.
Work instead of spending time with their families, and to top it off, the shift was an absolute struggle. Between the holiday shopping and the slurry of people dropping into the city to watch the annual Army-Navy football game, it was just literally the worst type of people showing up. Not to mention that shoplifting and petty theft skyrocketed due to chaotic conditions. Black Friday soon took on a life of its own with local slang, and by the 1960s, several shops used it to promote their sales. However, the negative connotations didn't sit well with the business community at large in Philly, and they tried to change the name to Big Friday. Black Friday... That's a little sad. We'll call it Big Friday. And everyone in Philly said,
your mother. We're calling it Black Friday, and also I'm gonna break a window. Sorry, business daddies, the nickname chooses you. I didn't write that. I don't know who wrote that. Jimmy must have written. That's a sad little sentence. And so Black Friday, as we know it, was born. Thank you, Philly. Thank you, Santa. Thank you, Hitler. By the time the ball dropped on the 80s, the term Black Friday had successfully spread from Philly to the entire United States. To make the name seem less gloomy, retailers spun the narrative, insisting
Because Philly runs a lot of U.S. culture, chat. I'm going to glaze that city. Is there bias? Yes. Is there bias? Yes. I'm not even from Philly, but I go there all the fucking time.
Black stood for profits, which isn't entirely wrong. In business, if you're in the black, you're in profits, and if you're in the red, you're in the negative. So kinda, it's lame, but it works. The Black and Black Friday was rebranded to mark the point when a store's profit turned positive for the year. Not only did this rebrand totally ignore the Black Friday's history as part of cops being bitches, it isn't even accurate to say that most stores operate at a loss until Christmas. But does the truth really matter here? You can get 10 toasters for a nickel. Get in there. Plus, at this point of the year, we're talking about virgin births and flying reindeer and roasting chestnuts. No one has ever roasted.
Yeah, and I would honestly argue that a lot of businesses run at a higher positive during the year than they do in the last quarter. Because the last quarter is where businesses want to spend the most money. If you've ever noticed, when you see the most ads during the holiday season, it's not because it's the holiday season. It's because it's the end of the tax season. And so businesses want to pay a lot of influencers a shitload of money because they want write-offs for the previous tax year. So they budget a lot of spending that they previously hadn't had into the last 2-3 months out of the year, because that's when they need to get the fucking money out so they don't have to pay taxes on it. So they can benefit on it in the next year, but they can take the tax repercussions this year, or the tax benefits this year. So they always pay you. Like, that's one of the weirdest things, too. You taught us that? Yeah. Or who taught you that? Myself. Being in the fucking business. If ad companies always pay influencers net 30 to net 60. So if you do an ad for them in March, you're not going to get paid till May. But if you do an ad in November or December, best fucking believe they're getting you that money before January 1st, because they don't want to fucking pay taxes on that money. So if you ever do an ad as an influencer in December 25th, you could post it on Christmas Day. They're going to pay you in 6 days. They're going to pay you within 6 days. Because if they don't get the benefit of it.
What's another little white lie on the pile, especially when that pile is making people extremely filthy f***ing rich? The 1980s saw a massive rise in consumerism. During the decade, over 16,000 shopping centers were built, and the crown jewel of all the consumerism was the shopping mall. There were approximately 2,500 malls in America during the Reagan years. And it made sense. As Americans left the city for green lawns of the suburbs, malls became the late 20th century version of the—
Do you think malls will ever like spark up again? Or are they like full dead forever? Because it's really like the mall apocalypse has affected the big mall. Or not the big malls, small malls. Big malls still function, like American Dream Mall, King of Prussia, like any huge mall you know of is still probably pretty popular. But any like small city or like lower, more kind of not chain mall, but like kind of like a strip is something that's probably gone out of business or just died off, where they have like a lot of vacancies.
The town center. It's like we're building a new capitalism-forward vision for the country. That worked out. I'm so glad we did that. In the mid-70s, 33% of US retail sales occurred in malls or shopping centers. A decade later, the number had grown to 52%. Concentrating the bulk of commerce into one centrally located center made one-stop shopping for holidays a breeze. And as a result, big event days like Black Friday made it very seductive to get shoppers into a building with thousands of stores to shop in, and it's not even 1,000, it's like 10. Why did I lie? This also led to stores waging—
Actually, though, bro, a mall could have 100 stores. 5 of them are interesting. 5. I could walk past fucking 30 stores in a mall, be like, dud, dud, dud. This place has gizmos. I'm in. And then I walk in. It's all ass, shitty products, overpriced. Walk out. Repeat the same process. Annie Ann's, yeah, you got to do the I stealth camped outside North Korea. This is Jack's last video. This is Jack Pembroke's last ever video, because now he's probably in the hands. I have no idea how this was uploaded on YouTube, because this was probably taken moments before North Korean soldiers captured him.
The most militarized and dangerous country in the world. All along the border, there's numerous guard towers and constant armed military surveillance.
Also, mines. Jack, If you're camping outside the North Korean border, you could very well step on a Korean war mine that has been there for 50 years. Like, you might actually die.
Making it near impossible to go unseen. And yes, the title is real. I'm actually going to attempt to stealth camp at the North Korean border. What the heck? I think this is an actual military bunker. Kim Jong-un.
This is so scary to do. I think anything where you're trespassing in a foreign country is terrifying. Can I say that? Not even the fact that it's North Korea. Like, trespass, like, he does a lot of videos where he's like stealth camping in Alcatraz and all this other place. And that's like, you know, scary because you're not supposed to be there, but you're in the US. So like, worst case, you know, they fine you, you get a slap on the wrists, and, you know, you fucking go about your day. Here, even if he's in South Korea, like, you could fucking get in so much trouble for like trying to get close to the border.
And our journey begins in South Korea. Hello. Hello. I'm going to the border.
Border?
You're telling the random South Korean Uber driver or taxi guy, I'm going to be running into North Korea today. Any tips? Do you think I should bring anything with me? I don't know how long the journey's going to be.
Is it scary? 안녕하세요, YouTube. Pretty sure that means hello YouTube in Korean. Before I go to bed, there's a few things I haven't told you guys. Tomorrow morning, we are going to the North Korea border. More specifically,
I feel like he's got to be, before he actually says where he's going, there's no shot he's going to like the demilitarized zone. Or, you know what I mean? Like, or whatever it's called. That area, no, it's not demilitarized. Where is that what it's called? Where they just stand there? The soldiers, and they just watch each other on both sides. They never speak to each other, but they just stare at each other, and they've done that at the fucking 39th parallel or whatever it is. Yeah, the DMZ, it is the demilitarized zone. For like years. 38th parallel, not 39th. There's no way he's going there because there's so many people there. I feel like he's going to be going to some random fence that's just like posted up along the border.
Demilitarized.
I'm going to say this, and this is going to sound stupid. I think it's hard to escape North Korea. I feel like it's probably not that hard to get into it. Do you agree? If I was in South Korea, which I've never been, so this is literally me just saying this off of, you know, pure Jobart ego speculation, I feel like it's probably as simple as just running across. Like, I don't think they would stop me. North Korea would accept. Oh, do you think they would shoot you? What if I had like a body pillow of Kim Jong-un with like hard eyes, and I was like, I love Kim Jong-un, please. And then I run in. Like, are they shooting me? Especially if I come, bro, like I would enter like here. This is my strategy if I ever had to invade North Korea. I would not enter in the demilitarized zone, like that central point that everybody goes and visits tourist-wise. I'm going to some random-ass spot, and I'm just running across.
North and South.
You'd get kidnapped and interrogated. And then I would say that I just love North Korean culture. More people are trying to budget their spending than ever. But even with the tightest budget, you still need to make room for the essentials like gas, groceries, and an occasional eating out. And with the Upside app, you can earn cash back every single time you spend. With over 100,000 participating locations, Upside users earn over $1 million in cash back every single week. And all you got to do is open the Upside app, claim an offer, and pay like normal. And it doesn't interfere with other credit card rewards or loyalty programs that you have, meaning you're just getting cash back on top of what you already have. The average Upside user earns $290 in cash back annually, meaning if you don't currently use Upside, you're just missing out on extra cash you could get back. I get the most out of Upside at gas stations. I'm constantly traveling for social media and vlogging and other stuff. And so when I'm at gas stations, it's easiest for me to just input it on the Upside app, pay to fill up my car, and get get some cash back in the process. Upside has given $1 billion back to its users. To find out how much you could earn, download the free Upside app and use promo code JOEB to get an extra 25 cents back on every gallon on your first tank of gas. That is an extra 25 cents back on every gallon on your first tank of gas using promo code JOEB. Sign up for Upside. Link in the description. Thank you to Upside for sponsoring this video, and let's get back into it.
This is the closest you can get to North Korea, so as you can imagine,
I just moon one of the soldiers. He's standing in the T-pose. I'm like, hey.
On Earth. This is the closest you can get to North Korea, so as you can imagine, they're very strict with their rules. Not just anybody can go to the DMZ. I had to book a private tour weeks in advance.
$45,000? Oh, 30 US dollars. Huh. I didn't see the parentheses.
Just to go see this place. All of these factors really stress me out considering the goals I have planned for tomorrow. 1. Spread propaganda.
Oh, that's
I want
awesome.
to absolutely tarnish this man Kim's name, and I want to do it as close to him as possible. I even had some custom...
Jack, this is the worst idea I've ever seen. This is... Bro, Otto Warmbier, while he was in North Korea, literally got turned... They killed him. They made him brain dead in North Korea.
Propaganda post
for taking a poster, let alone spreading propaganda.
Posters made. 2. Scout the area and get an idea of where
Oh my god, he's gonna wear a ghillie suit? Bro, you're gonna get sniped.
Actually stealth camp. The goal is to be able to see the North Korea border right where I'm sleeping. And 3. Don't get caught. Or shot. This actually might be the hardest part. I can't believe I'm actually doing this. I think I've been more anxious the past few weeks than I have my entire life just from anticipating tomorrow. This will be my last night in an actual...
This is purely free will here, Jack. No, this is entirely optional. You came up with the video idea to stealth camp in South Korea on the border and booked your flight. And then you're sitting here like, damn, I really don't want to do this.
I'm going to try to get some sleep, and tomorrow we'll be sleeping at the North Korea border.
Is this the video you're in? Chat, what are you doing if you see him stealth camping and across the way in North Korea, I'm in the video and I'm just standing there?
If you're wondering why it's still dark outside, it's 5 a.m. Let's get dressed. I called myself an Uber to take me to the pickup spot for the tour, which was at this random train station.
Yo, I'm so calling a Waymo and just redirecting it to Pyongyang. I'm putting that shit in. I'm going, take me to Pyongyang. The Waymo just starts freaking out. It's like, error, error.
Oh, hello. Yes. Yes.
Oh my god, this random man just knows Jack.
Jack Pembroke.
Oh no, he's the Uber driver. I thought he was a fan. I'd be like, it's me. I'm going to North Korea today.
This guy I've never met before rushed me into a van full of other people I've never met before. He said if we weren't on time, the military literally wouldn't let us in, so we were already in a rush. Okay. That is our tour guide, I'm pretty sure. Oh, we're getting on a bus. So we're loaded up into this bus with a bunch of other people, and this is when we meet our tour guide, Kelly.
We can stay at the DMZ for 3 hours.
She tells us
he just starts asking outlandish questions. So if you sorry, Kelly, if somebody, just were to try and run across the border, like what would happen? I mean, I'm just spitballing here. Like if I were to wear maybe like a bubble armor and sprint really fast and kind of like dodge, would their outdated weapons kill me, or?
We're gonna have 3 different stops in the DMZ. As we got closer to the border, I could genuinely feel the intensity of what we were doing. I started to see Korean military like every mile, and I had that weird nervous feeling in my stomach. As we were pulling up to the entrance, Kelly told us,
when we get to the DMZ, we have to pass through the military checkpoint. The South Korean soldiers will check 3 kinds of your information.
Which obviously made me feel uneasy knowing I had a bunch of propaganda posters.
Just shoved right up his ass, too. Jackie, you got to keister that shit. They're going to be patting you down, man.
In my backpack.
Okay, we're almost here at military checkpoint.
Bathroom! Bathroom!
From now on, all the photo or the video not allowed.
I snuck a video.
Oh, shit. He walks by me, I go.
Thankfully, we were granted access and we breezed through the military checkpoint. As we drove further and further, we crossed what was the previous border into North Korea and kept going until we were technically no longer in South Korea. All right, we're getting off the bus.
Wait, no longer in South Korea. Oh, wait, the DMZ is literally an area that's not owned by either country. I thought that there was just a gap that they wouldn't enter. I didn't know they still, they're not in South Korea anymore. He's gonna try and not catch the bus back? Jack, this is even worse. Jack, they've bused you into the demilitarized zone and he's gonna try and stay? I thought that this was just like, he's going, like, I thought you'd be able to like walk up there. You gotta pass through a military checkpoint and he's gonna try and fucking like ditch the group and go camp in the woods?
We're here. Oh my gosh, we're here. At our first stop, we were immediately rushed into a theater to watch a video.
Although North and South Korea established their own.
This would be really funny if you had like Jack on like Find My iPhone and you knew he was doing this video. So you just start like spam calling him when it's like 2 a.m. and he's trying to be quiet. It's like, fuck, my phone keeps ringing.
Governments after World War II. The peace didn't last long.
This was really weird feeling, and I started to stress about scouting the surrounding area and making sure I get these posters up, because that's like the entire reason.
Bro, Jack, this isn't fucking Disney World, bro. This is the demilitarized zone.
And we're here, but Kelly made sure that everyone stayed next to her at all times and was constantly doing head counts. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. We all entered a room and were told to gear up for an old underground tunnel. This tunnel is extremely...
Jack just goes in the bathroom and blows up like a sex doll to sit in his chair. The guy next to him, he's like, don't fucking say anything. Puts there, jumps out the window.
Old and was originally built by South Korea to invade North Korea. While everybody was getting in line, I knew this could be my chance to break away from the group. I think I'm gonna try to dip out that door. And so without wasting
any God, he's actually gonna try and dip.
Time, I took my chance. This is so sketchy. I've broken away from the group. I gotta keep this low key. I don't even know where I am right now, dude. What the heck? Okay, I think they could be back any minute now, so I'm gonna attempt to find somewhere to put our first poster up. Gotta look for a good spot. I think right here on this pillar would be a perfect spot. As I was getting the posters out of my bag, I spotted a staff member just behind me. And sure enough, as I was taping the poster... How you doing? Oh, it's just video. Yeah. Yeah. I think this guy definitely knew I wasn't supposed to be there, so I had to make this quick.
What is the propaganda that he has? Like an AI-generated, like, femboy Kim Jong-un or something? Big red YouTube arrow. Kim Jong-un does have a butthole! Oh my God, is it that he made Labubu's?
Come on.
Kim Jong-un, what does that say? Kim Jong-un has a $1.2 million Labubu collection.
Our first poster is up. Kim Jong-un has a $1.2 billion Labubu collection.
By Rap TV.
I mean, if this isn't the most embarrassing thing to be known for, I don't know what is. That's right, Kim. You can't stop me.
Do I still have my fake? Oh, I do. I got scammed out of this. This is a fake fucking Labubu. Imagine I found like a wire.
Oh, no. Check it?
Yep.
I would just say no.
I mean, just delete it, please.
Yeah, I can delete it.
I can just delete the recent deletes as well.
Yeah, I was just talking to you guys about potential sleep spots around the DMZ, not even in the DMZ, and a military soldier came up to me and made me delete the footage. I got a clip of him as I was walking away. This is insane, bruh. After almost being late to catch the
Why are you not allowed to film the other side?
bus, we made our way to stop number
Like, why is that bad? It's just woods. It's not, like, there's not people on the other side, like, facing them in that area.
2, the observatory. I believe this is like the closest you can get to North Korea. The vibes are pretty tense. This is apparently where you can actually see North Korea. So I'm thinking this could be a perfect opportunity to scout a sleep spot for later tonight. And once at the top, despite all of the no filming restrictions, I captured this. You are looking at North Korea. Fun fact, that's a propaganda town. Nobody actually lives there and it's completely fake. This was one of the weirdest, most surreal feelings looking into this.
That's such a stupid thing. Like, hey, Kim Jong-un, instead of making an entire town that's fake to make it seem like your country doesn't suck ass, maybe make your country not suck ass. Isn't it almost around equal effort to put up infrastructure to make it seem like you're housing a town of 50,000 people? Then, like, I don't know, put that money towards, like, not having your people starve or, you know, not putting them in prison camps. It's like, what are we fucking doing?
This extremely mysterious and dangerous country, which means we've
You see, he, I don't know if this is real news or not, but I've been seeing that he is, like, claiming that his daughter will be the next ruler after him. And I'm curious to see if she will be uber dictator like him. Like mega dictator. Like, do you think she'll be worse? She's worse? Bro, she's not going to be leader for like another 20 years. You know what I mean?
never been closer
There's
to
no way she'll be worse.
my enemy, Kim. I need to put up another propaganda
No way.
poster. This wall right here would be perfect.
Oh my god, is that ice?
Poster number 2. Oh my god. Kim Jong-un reportedly has a baby on the way with Ice Spice. People walk down this every couple minutes. Sure, hundreds of people are gonna be able to enjoy this. Sorry, Kim. Except I wasn't sorry because I was far from done here. But when I saw that they had security cameras that were being watched around every single corner, I knew I had to be quick. But luckily, Kim can't run fast anyways. But before leaving, the bathroom...
What do you mean? Kim is the strongest person in the entire world. Kim is not even human, the feats that he's able to accomplish. I mean, Kim could probably run a 100-meter in about 4 seconds.
Was just calling to me. All right, guys, I'm here in the bathroom.
Kim invented the hamburger? No, his father invented the hamburger.
And I couldn't help but think that...
Kim invented the smash burger. A smash hit of the original. Huh.
I think this place needs a little bit of decorating. This might just be my best work yet.
I love to eat poop. See, that's fucking hilarious. First, put that in the bathroom. I wonder if like a worker sees that, if they take. I feel like they have to take it down.
This is a real quote. He actually said that. Okay, I'm gonna leave this here and I'm gonna get out of this bathroom. Poopy phase, poopy phase. I must have lost track of time here because I was called by Kelly and told that everyone was waiting for me and I was late for the bus. And due to military regulations, we needed to leave now.
Oh, he was mad late. Yeah, it was a mile away.
Also had to apologize to everyone for being late. I'm sorry. Our third and final...
Please say sorry for everyone. Nah, that's humiliating. Oh my God. The tour guide goes, say sorry.
Stop was a small village in the DMZ. People that are handpicked by the military are able to live in this town for free. They even have their own emergency bunkers in case, you know, Kim decides to launch any of his thousands of missiles pointed directly at South Korea. Upon arrival, I was shocked to see a gift.
Dude, I wonder what Kim eats on like an average day. Like, do you think he ever... There has to be a time where Kim Jong-un has, like, genuinely paid somebody to, like, fly McDonald's over the border. He eats poop. A lot of poop. Dude, Kim Jong-un probably is the nastiest shits. Like, I mean, just imagine that. Kim with his slicked back hair, he like stumbles out of bed like naked and he's like, oh, runs to the bathroom in his like golden toilet, heated floor, while everybody around him is starving and he's just fucking lighting that shit up.
Shop, and even more shocked to see what
pounds of cheese
look like North Korean money.
That's from North Korea. Yeah. Just hit a lick on Kim Jong-un. It's your money, bro.
Everyone's inside right now getting souvenirs, but I'm out here because I have 2 more pieces of propaganda to spread. I'm gonna try to slowly make my way away from the tour bus.
Wait, you can buy, sorry, I just zoned out. You could buy North Korean money? That's fucking sick. Like, I would pay like $100 for that.
I have 2 more pieces of propaganda to spread. I'm gonna try to slowly make my way away from the tour bus. This is so freaking sketchy. I don't know what this is right here. See if I can go through here. Okay, it's like a boarded up house. Okay, the bus is over there. I'm gonna try to put a poster up right here. I'm also noticing all around the DMZ is pretty much woods. So if I can get near that fence, anywhere around the DMZ, that would be right next to the border. There we go, baby. Kim Jong-un spotted on a romantic date with influencer Jack Doherty. No one would have ever thought something like...
Nobody's gonna understand this, though. The other ones, somebody from South Korea might know, like, who Ice Spice is. They're gonna be like, who the fuck is Jack Doherty?
Like, this would be this close to the North Korea border, and that poster lives on forever. With 1 more poster left, I was feeling good. But as I was leaving, I forgot to realize that somebody lives in this house. And the owner of the house happened to come home right after I put the poster up.
What happens if you're at the DMZ and you just, like, throw some shit into the other border?
Oh my gosh, he's gonna...
Wait, somebody lives there?
See it. Oh, no. Oh my god, he's gonna see it right now. I knew I could be caught here in any moment, and our last stop was coming to an end.
Okay, I hope that's not for me.
So I speed ran to put up our 5th and final poster. Here's our
Who is that? Is that Kim?
last poster. Skims? More like Kim's.
Skims with Kim.
Yeah, this is Kim Jong-un's face on Kim Kardashian's body. I don't know. This is what I could come up with. Before I knew it, the bus was ready to depart and I was out of there without getting caught. But as far as I know, I could still have a warrant out for my arrest from the
Do you think Kim knows what Ozempic is?
Korean military. And all I could think of the entire way home is that we still need a sleep spot.
I feel like but I don't think he doesn't work out. So I think it's like honestly, I think it's probably like a physical intimidation thing for him because he's kind of short. So it's a physical intimidation thing for him to be big. But because like if he lost weight, he wouldn't work out. So he would just look like bad.
For tonight, this was going to be a lot.
You think he looks maxes? Yeah. I think he jelks a lot.
More difficult than I ever would have anticipated. As much as that tour was a success because we spread all the propaganda we wanted, it was cut a bit short and we weren't able to do what we really came here for, which is find a place to stealth camp. So we're gonna have to do some scouting on our own terms.
You don't want to know.
I'm hopping on Google Maps and I'm gonna try to find a weak point right next to the border where hopefully we can actually see North Korea. I feel like there's gotta be an area we can sneak into. I scoured Google Maps.
Yo, what's crazy is like there is a chance that like Kim Jong-un is actually like a gooner and like subscribed to like, yo, you know a movie I'm hyped for? The new Hunger Games, but that's not coming out for like a year. Do they got the trailer for that? We'll watch that real quick too if they got it. Oh my god, they do. It came out 2 days ago. We're watching another trailer. Dude, it's about Haymitch's Hunger Games where there's twice as many opponents. I really believe that they could just fucking film slop Hunger Games movies over and over again, just going back in time or in the future or whatever, and just fucking, dude, literally just show random Hunger Games. Just be like, this was the 33rd Hunger Games. This was the 38th Hunger Games. This was the 10th Hunger Games. And just fucking show, like, make it a weird map, some crazy stuff. Maybe bring a character in that's like, you know, you love them, like you want them to win. But like not all just, you can't rave about District 12 every time. You know, you got, like, sometimes you gotta have a guy that's like a District 6 where he's like kind of a fucking, you know, Nepo baby, but he's also like humble about it. I haven't seen a dude having to stand around with your fucking name in a fishbowl just waiting for you to get pulled to get thrown into a death match is fucking horrifying. And the fact that, like, if you're broke and you fucking get, like, handouts for food, they put more of your fucking name in the bowl. Like, dude, it's a reverse raffle. It's literally a reverse raffle. Yo, sorry you're fucking dirt poor. We're going to put your name in this bowl 40 times. Everybody else does their name in it once. How many times did the one guy have his name in the bowl in, like, the first one? Wasn't it like 200 or some shit? It was like he had like a 40% chance of getting pulled. Yeah, no, it wasn't PETA. It was somebody. It was Gale. Yeah, Gale had like 80. It was like some absurd amount of... Dude, he's like, yeah, no, it's definitely going to be me. Do I watch Hunger Games where you haven't seen it? Mockingbird? Dud. Because I don't care... I know it's like the world building shit. I like the Hunger Games because I was like, damn, this is fucking crazy. Right? Like, they're all getting thrown into like a death match. Mockingbird 1 and 2, where Peeta's just like fucking strapped to a chair and he's like, ah! 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 I'm fucking, it's so stupid. It's like Peeta's crazy. Like, oh my God. Like, I will say Catching Fire was awesome. Catching Fire was the best one. The second one was the best. Yo, chat, dead ass. Wait, twice as many tributes, so that means there's 4. Yo, it's cooked. 48 people, you have to be the one person that lives. Yo, it's just terrible RNG to get your name pulled when you're like 10. Like, you insta lose, you know? Like, if you're gonna get pulled for the Hunger Games, you want to be on like the back end where you're like physically in shape. Why? Bro, because you're getting stoned to death. Imagine you're in the Hunger Games with like fucking Isaiah Pacheco or like 22-year-old Gronk, and you're 10. You're getting killed in the first 10 seconds. Like, it's only 12 to 18. Okay, change it. You're 18-year-old Zion Williamson going against a fucking 5th grader. You know, yo, you betraying your own like fucking faction or like division, because they always like team up. It's kind of like an unwritten rule that like you low-key don't kill like the people in your sector until like the very end. Corny as fuck. She fucking blowing on her fingers for. What are you gonna go bowl a strike? You're about to run to a fucking cornucopia and get an arrow right into the back of the head. 3. Drying your nail polish, pretty bad time to paint your nails now. Probably the worst time you could paint. Yo, unfair cornucopia, bruh. What? Why are they doing this on a hill? Unfair cornucopia, if I fucking come out of the ground and I'm running uphill, I'm gonna be like, nah, time out. Nah, actually, time out though. I would be like, no, put me like here. Because then you could just run straight towards it. Okay, no, actually, chat, you running towards the cornucopia or away? In this one, away. I think it depends on the environment, too. Like, this looks like you could oh, God, it's just such open land. I think ideally, like, you climb a mountain, get a bunch of food, fucking just vibe out until there's, like, 10 people alive.
That's the 50th Hunger Games!
Like, that's a weak-ass run! You're running for your life? You're running for your life, bro? Looks like you got a bag of bricks on your back. Oh my God. I feel like I would be hauling ass. Hauling ass towards that shit. Like unreal level speed.
Begin!
Wait, did he just get pushed over or did he push somebody else over? Oh, he got pushed over. I don't want to say this is definitely what would happen, But, like, all the people in the Hunger Games that didn't want to be there would be so viscerally upset that, like, there would have to be a level of gore that would be unwatchable. You know what I mean? Like, all the Hunger Games, like, rich people in the Capitol, like, really want to see these kids kill each other. And, like, yeah, sure, maybe, like, an arrow to the head. They're like, oh, that's entertaining. Dude, imagine you just, like, literally mangle somebody. Like, they're not going to watch that. Like, they would turn away. They'd be like, oh, this is disgusting. The books have so much gore, it's wild. Bro, that's what I'm saying, though. Like, I don't think they would actually watch that. Like, if you, like, cut somebody's head off and put it on a fucking steak. Dude, you'd probably get, like, donations for that, actually. I'm gonna turn on what I just said. I think if you were that fucked up, the rich people would give you better stuff so you would win the game. Like, if you would maybe have, like, a part of the audience that would be like, oh, that's disgusting. But, like, if you, like, cut some guy's head off, they'd be like, oh, that's awesome. Let's send him stuff. The Hunger Games Sunrise on the Reaping. I don't know if I like that title. Only in theaters, November 20th. So less than a year. 362 days. This seems much more colorful than the other movies. There's a strange tension, unused to it. I love it. Bro, I want one that's like I don't know. Did you guys like the most recent one? Like the first Hunger Games? I like the lore. Number one, too much singing. Number two, not really like entertaining. Like the one part where in the first game, the big ass guy smashes that girl's head in with a fucking stone and just goes, now we're even. Leave. That shit was like, I remember being like 10 years old watching that in theaters, just being like, just like befuddled. Anyways, spoilers. Bro, that movie came out so long ago. When did the first Hunger Games come out? 2012, bro. Yeah, I was 10. It seems like it came out later, no? I feel like I was watching the Hunger Games in high school, but bro, like I was in elementary school, man. Block in chat. First video of the day. How Wawa is beating fast food companies at their own game. Before we even get into this chat, who knows what Wawa is? Who knows what Wawa is? If you don't, it's basically 7-Eleven, but better. It's a superstore gas station. I would say the equivalent of a Wawa. Wawa's like northeast/east. I would say for like southern people, Buc-ee's. Buc-ee's a lot larger, but people perceive Buc-ee's as the same way that people in the northeast perceive Wawa. A very loved store, right? All the athletes, you know, get sponsored by Wawa. Most Eagles players are sponsored by Wawa. Not most, but a lot.
Steak shorty.
My bag. Hello, would you like to try a sample? How are you today, sir? Do you have a rewards card today?
It's
Sample? They ain't ever dealing out samples in Wawa. That was straight for the video, bro. That pissed me off. There was never somebody Kim outside of fucking Wawa handing out samplers.
Would you like to try a sample?
Never.
How are you today, sir? Do you have a rewards card today?
It's 10 a.m. on a Monday, and we're at a Wawa, one of America's largest convenience store chains, right outside of Philadelphia. 8:30. Have a great day.
Gobbler's back.
And you're stuck behind the guy that's getting 9 packs of cigarettes. Yeah, let me get one of those. Let me get one of those Camel Crushes on the top left. Yeah. Do you have any of that? Do you have any of that Red Man chew? Oh yeah, I'll get one of those. Yep. Then he pulls out a wad of cash, but it's unorganized. That's a casual experience at Wawa. Pulls out a fucking wad of cash. It's just like, it was just in his pocket. It wasn't even in his wallet. Just fucking, yeah, let me just rummage through here. Just pulling out fucking a $5 bill, a 20, a 10, a 50. He just has it all.
Today's the first day of the Gobbler.
Oh, don't get me started about... I'm a Gobbler hater. Dude, the Gobbler is this... If you don't know... Okay, see, I'm talking about this like people know what this is. The Wawa Gobbler is this big promo they have at this store, like, for a month straight. And they're like, dude, come get the Gobbler at Wawa. And they get, like, Saquon Barkley and Jalen Hurts to be like, like eating the gobbler. Yo, it's fucking disgusting. It's an entire Thanksgiving meal in one sandwich.
It's limited time offers inspired by Thanksgiving. Food has helped Wawa build a
Yuck.
fiercely loyal fan base, what some call a cult-like.
Now that's a little extreme. Getting a Wawa tattoo? Oh, no.
I love Wawa. I don't even get gas. I get food.
I love their products. That is a lot of people. They're phasing those out, but they used to have, like, it used to be like a 7-Eleven where you could just get food, but now most Wawas are also gas stations. Patrick Welsh, Wawa customer.
Their sandwiches, their coffee.
I love their sandwiches. They even have some cool selections for drinks. It's really just a great old time.
Any cult following starts with each customer, each visit, each transaction.
Hey, Chris Geisens. He spoke at my high school.
Turning in it.
Hey, Chris Geisens. Rock on. CEO of Wawa.
To something more than it should be. We have 5 minutes with our customers. Make it the best 5 minutes of their day.
Have a nice day.
Expansion has been rapid. Revenue has more than doubled. And it's
a little stagnated here. Uh-oh. That worries me. Wawa, what the fuck?
And it's
we need to be on the up and up. We got to spread worldwide. We're making a monopoly here, Wawa. What are we fucking doing? We're at 18.9 billion, 18.8. That's bad.
Revenue has more than doubled, and its workforce has grown by nearly 90% over the past decade. But competition is fierce.
Yeah, half of those people are New Jersey gas attendants.
But competition is fierce. Convenience store chains are perfecting food, and fast food chains are expanding options and offering value deals and more customization.
You're going to see...
Dude, the order screen at Wawa is like the perfect UI. Chat, you have never... If you're ever in a state that has a Wawa, go there. It's not going to be some mind-boggling experience. I'm not going to sit here and say, like, your life's going to change, you know? But if you go to a Wawa, you're going to leave that and be like, wow, that would be, like, really nice to have. You know, open 24/7, they always have, like, a bunch of meal options. It's like a million fast food places in one. You could get salads, hoagies, sandwiches, soup, mac and cheese, hot dogs, milkshakes, smoothies, re-energy fucking, like, juices. It's like, dude, it's fucking espresso, cold brew. You can fucking get anything at a fucking Wawa. Whole pizza you get at fucking Wawa, you know? Lotto tickets, Zins. Maybe heroin in the back, but they're not associated. It'd be another guy. Gamer Sups. Try it. Code BART. 10% off. Free shipping. Free sample pack at checkout. You could get cups. Powdered tubs. Or cans. Link in description. Bye.
Continued expansion of high-quality food service in the convenience industry. And if anything, the quick service restaurants better watch out, because if you can get better food faster at a gas station, that kind of changes everything.
But with an estimated $18.8 billion in annual revenue and nearly 1,200 stores, Wawa is holding its own against public players like 7-Eleven and Casey's.
Yo, fuck Casey's! Yo, fuck Casey's for the motherfucker! Yo! Earlier before this stream started, or earlier before this video started, some motherfucker in my chat was like, oh, Casey's is better than all of them. Yo, 2,800 stores, 15.9 billion in revenue. 1,100 stores, 18.8 billion in revenue. Oh, which one's more successful? Honestly, if you crunch the numbers too, I'm pretty sure Wawa's even doing better than 7-Eleven. Per Wawa is making more money. How many stores do you have? 0.
So can it keep up the momentum?
What a fucking awkward intro. God, a millennial pause.
Just 2 miles away, at Wawa's headquarters, the Innovation Center is testing new hoagies, or subs.
Bro, they're hiring people. What is that? See, no, that's something I'm going to complain about, is I love their options, but they also have a lot of fucking weird shit that no one orders. Like, Because they just have a million. Okay, so they have fucking 300 ingredients, and they go, we're just gonna make 85 different things that have these ingredients in them. So then they just hire people to like come up with these weird ideas. Stop having that shit. Just have everything be custom and let me put it on it. This is something I'm gonna complain about. They came out with this panini sandwich. It's a panini with turkey, cheese, garlic sauce, honey hot sauce, and mac and cheese. It's amazing, okay? I have a few things I would like to change, all right? I'm going to order it, but I have a few things I'd like to change. When I go to custom panini, I'm not allowed to add the mac and cheese on the custom panini, and that pisses me off. That fucking grinds my gears, okay? See, so now, hey, Chris Geisens, if you're watching this fucking video, hey, pal, maybe change that. Maybe make it so I can put mac and cheese on my fucking panini without having to order the fucking specialty sandwich that they fucking want me to order.
Sauces, coffees, and smoothies.
So this is...
Yeah, I got 98 fucking flavors of smoothies, dude.
Back around the samples?
I got dragon fruit. Some shit you've never even heard of. You've heard of dragon fruit. They have other weird shit.
We send back out several concepts to our Wingmates panel.
Aside from the dozens of fresh...
Oh my God, right there, dude. That's like heaven. Yo, you click one, it expands to like 9 different options, and you can just be tapping that shit. Like, just searching that shit. It's amazing.
Aside from the dozens of fresh food and beverage options available to customers in-store, Wawa offers 15 limited-time items every year. The Gobbler, around Thanksgiving...
Nobody fucking eats the Gobbler, bro. I need to see the numbers on this shit. I don't know anybody that's ordered the Gobbler. Everybody in New Jersey goes to fucking Wawa. I don't know a single person that eats the Gobbler. I do? Okay, Zod does, bro. Zod eats the Gobbler. You've craved that. You've been like, damn, the Gobbler's back. A sandwich with mashed potatoes, turkey, gravy, and cranberry sauce. Oh, it's dripping too.
Year. The Gobbler, around Thanksgiving, is its most popular. Coffee is a big deal.
What's another fucking specialty sandwich that Wawa has seasonally that's popular? They have Hoagie Fest. And Hoagie Fest is like the fucking... Dude, when I see Hoagie Fest, all of the sandwiches, I'm pretty sure, are the same fucking price. So if you get a 6-inch or a 12-inch, they're the same price. So when I see a motherfucker on Hoagie Fest, or it's like $4 and $5. No, it's like, if you get a 6-inch hoagie, say it's like $4. Regularly, the 12-inch would be like $8 or like $10. But a Hoagie Fest is like $4 and $5. Just get the fucking bigger one. But I see people get the 6-inch hoagie. What are you fucking doing? You're just wasting money.
Already 9 variations at its stores.
We used to have...
Some people are health conscious. It's a 12-inch hoagie, brother. Cut that bitch in half. Oh, Chris Geisens, lock in.
Different third parties, Dunkin' or Pizza Hut was part of our offer here. And customers said to us, we trust you, we trust your food, we trust the brand you are. And so now every product we sell here that's food or fresh beverages or Wawa branded.
I think it offers a nice tart flavor.
All right, I'm gonna get some slurpant.
A focus on food is...
All right, we're getting a little snobbish with the science here for the Wawa. I mean, dude, the people that are getting the coffee are pulling up at 4 a.m. They're truckers.
It's paying off. Customers who shop at both Wawa and quick service chains Burger King, Wendy's, or Starbucks have been shopping more frequently with Wawa than with the others since 2023. And breakfast is the clear winner. Morning meal traffic increased by 5% at food-forward convenience stores like Wawa, while QSRs only increased by 1% in August 2025.
The big thing Wawa figured out is if you look at all of the negatives that were historically associated with the gas station industry, the bathrooms, maybe the last resort food, Wawa flipped all of that and decided to turn those into positives.
Wawa's customers...
They don't let crackheads in the bathroom. I mean, like, what the fuck are we... Dude, like, that's what... They're trying to flip those into positives. So, you know, the things that normally are not perceived, that's what they do, bro. The bathrooms are clean because they have locks on them. At ones of high traffic areas, like, dude, they just don't let, like, why would you? I'm not saying, bro, I'm not gonna have a take here. I'm saying the bathrooms are cleaner because they have janitors that take care of them and they don't let, like, homeless people roam the stores.
Customer base is also increasing. While at competitors 7-Eleven, Circle K, and Sheetz, it's shrinking.
People know each other by name. People create this warm environment. That, I think, is somehow the secret sauce.
Chris Geison's king of parasociality. Chris Geison's making you fall in love with the guy with Roger that makes your hoagie at 3 p.m.
What creates, if there is a cult-like following.
Up, next person. Come on.
And it starts with its employees.
Ooh, Dan's gonna be whipping up my mac and cheese at 3 a.m.
They own nearly 40% of the company.
When you're an owner, you're just vested a little bit more. There's a higher level of commitment. Our most loyal customers, they're here 3, 4, 5, 10 times a week. You get to know them by name. You get to know their family. You get to know what's happening.
10 times a week? Actually, no, never mind. They go every morning, and then they go 3 times for, like, dinner.
And that connection, it's not really an expected thing in training. It happens because of culture.
I'm gonna have a chat. We're never gonna know. This is gonna be like a Schrodinger's cat. Is there any liquid in that coffee cup? Is there any liquid in that coffee cup? Or is he just holding that? Like, for the video. It's a prop? That's what I'm thinking. I don't know. Let's analyze his hand movement. I feel like...
It's not really an expected thing in training. It happens because of culture.
No, it looks like it's got some weight to it.
Tell her I said hi too. I will. Tell her get better soon.
Never had that happen. Never had that happen at a Wawa. Maybe it's because I don't open up to them. They always try to talk to me, and I just ignore them. I don't ignore them, but if I go to a Wawa, they'll be like, "How's your day?" I'll be like, "Good." One word answer. Good. How about you? Awesome. Thanks, man. Have a good day. You too. Bye. I don't know, man. I don't want to fucking talk, bro, because I'm not trying to have a fuck-ass conversation, man. I'm just trying to leave. You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to get in, get out, get the food. They're nice. I'm not upset. I'm not rude to them, chat. I'm just like, I'm not going to continue the conversation. What about the community? Damn, maybe Roger's been thinking about my well-being so much. Fuck, dude. Maybe Roger's been thinking about me too much. Thinking about him right now, wearing that black Wawa hat. Probably in an apron right now, cooking up a hoagie. Maybe panini pressing something. You think he's thinking about me? I'm thinking about him.
Wawa began as an iron foundry in New Jersey in 1803, before shifting to a dairy business in Pennsylvania nearly a century later. As home delivery declined, the
Wawa started as a dairy business?
company pivoted again, opening the first Wawa food market in the 1960s.
When you think of convenience stores, of the 154,000 about in the United States, many were born out of major oil companies. Some were born out of the dairy heritage. It just gave us, I think, a little bit of a leg up on food to begin with.
In the following decades, Wawa grew slowly in its home market.
This has soured my opinion of Wawa. This has soured my opinion slightly, very fractionally. It's starting out as Big Milk. I still love Wawa because they don't push the milk on you. That would annoy me. If they pushed the milk on me, I would be annoyed. But they don't do that. You know, I'll get a milkshake at Wawa here and there, but they're not like, they don't got like no big milk sign or being like, buy Wawa milk. They do sell milk at Wawa though.
To Philadelphia,
their unbranded milk.
In South Jersey, and built a significant presence across 3 other East Coast states, plus Washington, D.C.
They got way more stores than this. They're not just in these states.
It doubled down on convenience.
Or is this just like where they spread initially?
Becoming a 24/7 operation in the 70s, at a time when most retailers closed early, and offering surcharge-free ATMs, free air for tires.
Always hit up a Wawa ATM before I go gambling. Always.
And finally, fuel in the 90s. It debuted in Florida in 2012. As of 2024,
no surcharge ATM? No $6 charge?
State holds more Wawas than any other.
Wawa has become synonymous with Florida, heading out to the Midwest. We had a lot of research, we knew the customers, we'd done all the homework, and the lines around those stores and the opening excitement was palpable. And those stores have performed almost as well as core market stores coming out of the gate.
But the convenience store business is getting more competitive as the industry has consolidated.
I mean, it's the same thing as like Bucky. I think Bucky's is bigger. Buc-ee's is definitely bigger, right? Bro, motherfuckers wear Buc-ee's shirts. Nobody wears Wawa shirts. Like, I'm not wearing Wawa fits. But, like, dude, I'll see somebody in public wearing, like, a big-ass Buc-ee's logo. We wear Wawa fits. I never have. I do, Joe. Where are you getting a Wawa shirt?
2022, Wawa has been focused on an aggressive expansion plan.
And is it Wawa because that's the sound a goose makes? I think. Well, wah, wah. I think, right? I think it's Wawa. Why is it called Wawa? Wah, 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 wah. How does a goose sound? Wawa is named after the town of Wawa, Pennsylvania, where its first dairy farm and corporate headquarters were located. The town name comes from the Ojibwe Native American word for the Canadian goose. Okay, so it is after the goose, but it's after the town.
Without mergers or acquisitions, growing from 6 to 12 states. And its annual revenue rose by $4 billion in that time frame. Store count has grown more
Are you reading off Google AI? Yes.
than 50% over the past decade. The goal is 1,700 locations by 2030.
Doing that gives us the best chance of success long term. It's a little more challenging. Sure, M&A might open more doors and more growth for us, but it's never been for us to be the biggest. It's trying to be the best.
As opposed to other competitors like
Great PR response, Chris.
Casey's, which focuses on rural America.
Great PR response, Mr. Geisens.
Wawa is in urban areas.
I love that.
The company serves nearly 1 billion customers per year.
It's not about being the biggest. It's about being friendly with you guys. It's not about being the biggest. It's about, touching the hearts of the people that we serve. Like Roger, how he makes your pan press panini so well. You should go see Roger right now.
Customer traffic growth of 3%.
Tell him about your day. He definitely cares about your day.
Since 2015. Though Wawa has been methodical about where and when to expand, scaling is still risky. Quality and customer service must be maintained, or the company risks damaging its reputation.
Anytime a company starts to expand,
They got those dogs, bro. Wawa ain't got them, dude. They're just sweating. That's how Wawa don't got the rollers. They make the dogs. They got like a mini fridge heater, and they put them in there, and you take it out, and the bun's just fucking ripping hot, just sweating, just in the container, just waiting for somebody to come eat it.
far outside of its region in this industry, there is going to be that challenge of how do I maintain the customer experience that I'm known for.
Yo, are these guys' headphones like made out of copper wire? What's going on here?
With Wawa's heavy emphasis on fresh food, maintaining a strong supply chain is imperative. Even so, the company must rely on third-party suppliers to deliver product, which poses operational vulnerabilities. Competitor Casey's, on the other hand, has full control over its supply chain as it owns and operates both distribution centers and a transportation fleet. Competition is tight. Convenience stores are challenged by other convenience stores, fast food chains, and now grocery stores that offer pickup and delivery, undermining the convenience factor. As Wawa expands into—
Yo, Aldi is the worst grocery store in the fucking world, and I'm gonna stand on that fucking take. Every Aldi I've ever been to is like 9 items. You pull up, bro, and they are— if you have a grocery list of 30 things, they'll have 20 of them. And like, I want to one-stop shop, brother. One-stop shop. Maybe it's the Aldis that I pulled up to, but every Aldi I go to, bro, like you can see over the aisles. It's just fucking dog shit.
It will come up against those regions' own local convenience store favorites, like United Dairy Farmers in Indiana, Twice Daily in Tennessee, and Travel Center Buc-ee's in the South.
They're going to bump up against some people who've really locked
What do they sell at Buc-ee's? Is Buc-ee's like a Costco? Like, what is a Buc-ee's?
People who've really locked down certain regions.
Everything. So they're like a Walmart.
And cut their teeth and sort of made a name for themselves, innovating on their own terms. And I don't know if anyone knows how this is going to shake out, to be quite honest.
The company has also had a few misses, like its—
They don't do wholesale.
Pizza in 2023, which is still getting negative reviews. Or the—
I'm not a big fan of their pizza, I gotta say. I don't really get a Wawa pizza. I do get a Wawa pizza when I have enough points saved up to get a Wawa pizza for free.
Drive-through concept it piloted in 2020. Those stores didn't offer customization, and you couldn't go inside. Wawa is still figuring out how to adapt the system.
If we don't have misses, we're not trying hard enough, and we do, certainly. So in the last few years, we launched a drive-through only store concept. We've tried 3 of them. They have come and mostly all gone, but from a great failure, you learn. So now with our
Yeah, I don't know. I think the idea of a drive-through Wawa is kind of dumb. Just because there's too many options that you could order on screen that it's more inefficient than if you just walked into the store.
our mobile app, we've given customers the ability to order whatever they want.
Oh, somebody redeemed Scream?
High inflation poses a major risk. Between 2019 and 2025, Wawa raised prices by about 22%, aligning with most competitors. And as Americans respond by pulling back spending, value meals have made a comeback, including at convenience stores.
You have to confront a company that has a well-oiled model that's been pressure tested in aggressive, tough markets, and they're going to come in and build state-of-the-art, new-to-industry stores, have all the modern amenities, and then on top of that, they're going to go in and hire really great employees, and they're going to pay them fairly. And yeah, that's a tough model to compete against.
We have to pay attention to McDonald's for sure, and we want to deliver more value.
I have heard that Wawa pays people well, but it's also a pretty grueling job if you're working like the night shift and you're just cranking out or like the morning and you're cranking out sandwiches.
Better quality at a better price. And you can have even better service. That's been the formula for us to take share, to win share, and will continue to be. We have a broader set of menu, and it allows us to innovate in ways with different products that maybe a QSR quite can't.
Yeah, I feel like it just feels like you're going to like a fast casual restaurant more than anything. That's why Wawa does well. It's because it's not like 7-Eleven where everything's like pre-made. Like they make it in front of you, which is nice. It's kind of like you're at like a deli. All right, next video. I got a piss roll. The internet's strangest workout fads.
Welcome back to the Papa Meat channel. How you doing? How you doing? Come in and settle down because today we're going to be taking a look at the strange and weirdest workout classes. You know, those kind of classes. Everyone wants to be healthy, kind of. But dieting doesn't always cut it. Never does. Going to a traditional...
I think dieting is... Well, I know Papa Meat's joking to a degree. But I think working out is like fucking 5% or less for losing weight. I think you should work out so you maintain as much muscle as possible in dieting and also look better because you need to work out to gain muscle. But feeling healthy feels good, dude. Yeah, no, for sure. I'm saying the majority of that is just eating. But there's so many people that just think there's cheat codes. Yeah, there's this guy at every gym. Some old man that's out of shape that needs to feel like he felt in his 20s. So he just shows up, throws fucking 45s on the chest press and rips it. Doesn't even half rep it and just fucking gets up. Wears a weight belt the entire time.
Overwhelming to newcomers. But fear not! Throughout the years, many people have pushed the solution to this problem by thinking of new and unique methods of getting your butt in shape. Many of them are strange and questionable, but it's undeniable that they've managed to bring in loads of people who would otherwise remain on the couch.
Okay, that's impressive. How is he holding her with his mouth? Is that even possible? There's no way he's just biting down on a strap. There has to be like a hook in his mouth. I feel like that'd rip your teeth out, bro.
We're going to look through some of the bizarre workout programs to see if they're truly gimmicks or genuine breakthroughs in the world of fitness. Get off your ass and let's ride! God, Growing up, you or someone you know may have taken part in a wide variety of at-home...
Is that O.J. Simpson?
...workout tapes that used to be all the rage back in the day. While home fitness...
Dude, that used to churn money for people, too. Selling home DVDs. Now you could just watch free workout programs and stuff on YouTube. I don't understand that. Like, people that sell workout programs in modern day, it's just like a bad side hustle. I know it sells in part, but I also think from a consumerism standpoint, why would you ever pay like $50 for somebody to teach you how to work out? Not in a physical sense. It's different if you're getting a personal trainer that's also motivating you and crafting something specifically for you versus you just buying like some shit from an Olympian. Like a fucking Mr. Olympia that's just selling a $50 fucking workout program. You're really out of shape, never lifted a day in your life, and he's just throwing some shit on you. Yeah, you're going to have to do a fucking pyramid set on the hack squat machine. It's going to be 15 sets. Good luck. Buns of steel. It's called fucking getting the quads up, man. This is the Quadzilla workout. You've never worked out a day in your life, just ripping the Quadzilla lift. You're gonna be in a wheelchair after today.
Tybo, remember Tybo? Case! Provided fairly standard workout routines, there were many that tried to target different corners of the market. Chair dancing fitness, for example, would teach workouts you could perform while sitting stationary in a chair, sometimes while holding 2 plates that you could clap together. The big ones I remember back in the day were my mom did
And that's so lame! I feel like the most common one that I saw when I was younger is yoga. Like, I vividly remember hearing and seeing all the people, like, I feel like all Gen X, like, moms did yoga. Like, when I was younger, like on a fucking VCR tape. All right, now we're getting into the downward dog. My mom did yoga. Dude, I feel like so many people did yoga. Yoga, Zumba, shit like that. What is yoga? It's like, you have to hold random positions that, like, work out parts of your body. It increases flexibility, stamina, and I guess, like, muscle strength.
Come on, you working? That kind of thing.
It's also, like, a weird form of meditation. Or not weird. It's a form of meditation.
Good. And then there was P90X.
Show us some yoga. Yeah, you just want me to bend over, bitch.
P90X was fucking huge. And then there was one more.
Was it the gay guy?
No, that's Richard Simmons. Yeah, he used to do the thing, you're beautiful! And then whatever. There used to be one. It used to be like 2, the duo. But P90X was the, oh, that one kicked my ass. That kind of thing. Being 14 and saying that, oh, God. Some workout tapes focus on very specific types of workouts, like Body Flex's aerobic breathing courses, where instructors would squat down and aggressively breathe out as if they just survived a potential drowning.
Lips together. It comes.
Somebody paid for this, by the way. They bought a CD or a VCR tape of this shit.
Lips together.
$30. Hi, my name's blank and blank, and I'm going to teach you breathing exercises. Now, that's really going to expand your diaphragm and let more air into your lungs. You're going to be much more efficient when it comes to working out when you do this. So every time you're at the gym, just make sure...
It comes from down here.
He's just like hyperventilated breathing. People are going to think you're dying if you do that in public.
Some people need a little bit of extra motivation to get them moving. For them, they would turn to the strange selection of erotic home workouts.
Do people do this anymore in 2025? I think now it's a lot. Also, what the fuck? I think now it's a lot different. Like, nobody really sells these types of classes. I think there's a lot of weirder dieting things where people are like, yeah, you need to just eat raw meat. You have to just drink your own piss. Drink your own piss. It makes a man of steel. Like some fucking insane shit. Lick the slime off worms. That'll fucking harden your gullet. Go steal bird eggs from your local tree. It's better for you. Yeah, there's like Liver King shit now. Then it was just workout programs, but it was like alternative stuff. Now it's gotten really, really into weird shit. There still is stuff that exists like that now, but I think it's more IRL classes of like those trampoline workouts or where they wear those like bungee shoes. You know what I'm talking about? It's literally like the equivalent of like adult moon shoes. And they'll I have them. And they'll stand there and they'll be like, all right, 3, 2, 1. And they're all smiling. And it just feels like you're in a liminal space with people that aren't fucking, like, there.
Love those. Put their pelvis up, and they're all wearing the one-piece thing. Doing the humps. You ever see that Jamie Lee Curtis? I forgot what movie.
I would take a stripping pole class. I've said I wanted to do that. I think that'd be a good workout, and I think it'd be really funny. And I could vlog it. I would do like a stripper pole class. What? Dude, other creators have done it where you do, like, I learn how to, like, like one leg spin around a pole. I feel like that'd be badass. Build your legs. Yeah, it'd help my inner thighs.
Maybe it is. Jamie Lee.
Then maybe I'd be able to squeeze a watermelon.
Curtis and John Travolta.
Please! Please! I'll schedule it right now, Joe. Do it.
Or that workout class at the beginning. gotta show that clip, it's good. Linnea Quigley was known as a popular model and Hollywood scream queen in the 80s and 90s, and her breakout role from Return of the Living Dead, remember that? Showed her tits. It's awesome. First off, that movie might be one of the best zombie movies of all time, but yeah, she did a bunch of workout stuff, horror workout tapes. It was sick. To capitalize off her popularity in horror
workout tapes,
she starred in Linnea Quigley's Horror Workout, a campy workout video mixed with cheesy horror movie stuff. It features a nude shower scene, erotic stretches, and aerobic exercises alongside a cast of zombies and other models. It's pretty sick, I'll be honest.
But do you think people are actually working out alongside of this? I feel like people would just be like gooning to it.
So you're hard. The thought process is you're hard while you're working out.
I think that you start hard, but then after a while you're like, oh, I'm like, this is actually working. Or maybe you just watch and you just beat your, I don't know. Well, that's the whole thing they say is like you put up sexy pictures of women in your workout area and it like makes you work harder. That's what they say.
Is that why Arnold had like really buff?
What? That's what they say. Who says that? I have never been to a gym that just has like erotic pictures of women on the walls to like motivate me to work out. I will say, I think being at a gym makes you work out harder than a home gym. Working out at a home gym or like a hotel gym is the most fucking lame workout you'll ever have. Working out at like a semi-packed gym with other people that are like, they're not paying attention to you, but it just motivates you more to like try harder.
Arnold's not gay. Maybe he is gay. I don't know. You're beautiful. Come here.
Especially if a guy's repping the same thing as you. You're like, oh, now I gotta outshow him. I see that guy's curling 35s right there. Let me just pick up the 40s. Start repping him. Then you see that one high schooler that shows up. That was me. But now I see other guys that do it. And now I'm like, wow, that was me. And it's so cringe. 14. Mosey on over. It's like their first time at the gym. They just fucking the 45s. Just start fucking ripping them. I'm like, there are teenagers that could do that, but not like your first time working out. You know what I mean? Because there's times where I'm not as strong as I was in high school. Like senior year in high school, I was actually stronger than I am now in terms of what I could lift because I would work out more and I ate more. But like freshman year me would curl the same weight that I curl now. And I look back at it and I was like, damn, how did I lift that then? And then I remember that I would just fucking cheat lift, like everything. Like I would bounce a bar off my chest. I wouldn't actually like work out.
There's also prancer-size, an awkward...
Oh my fucking God. I don't like this one. Where they attach ankle weights and just run around like a horse in a field.
Routine created by Joanne Rohrback that simply involves going out in an open pasture and skipping while waving your arms. The whole idea is that you are supposed to mimic the movements of a horse to elicit a feeling of freedom. Additionally, to get the maximum results, you must mimic the horse's diet as well by going vegan and eating nothing but grass. I added that last part, but still you could. If you ate nothing but grass, I think if you ate nothing but grass, it'd kill you. I think it would like clot in your eye.
Why do people need such weird, innovative ways to work out? Just fucking go on a walk. Just go on a walk. Go to the gym. Do the elliptical. Do the Stairmaster, right? Like you jog. You know, can't jog, go for a swim. Can't go for a swim, go for a bike ride. Can't go for a bike ride. I don't know. Calisthenics, you know, maybe buy 3-pound weights.
You could digest it.
Find something heavy in your house. Pick it up, put it down. Now do that 150 more times. A lot of the time working out isn't meant to be fun. And that's the brutal truth, right? I work out 5 to 6 days a week. Half of the time, I don't want to go to the gym.
Preach a spiritual...
I would rather do nothing.
Connection to nature and to distance yourself from monotonous routine of industrial gyms. The creator of Prancer-Size created the workout in 2012 and created a workout video.
Like, I have genuinely dreaded leg day since the start. If I've done 1,000 leg days, I think I've looked forward to 5 of them. But I do it because it's like, I got to do it. You know, if you don't do it, then, you know, you're kind of caving on your own, you know, promise to yourself.
To show off her technique, the video went viral for its ridiculousness, which landed her on the news, making the exercise even more popular. Would you do that? So far out of all of them, which one would you do? I'm doing the horror one, dude.
Yeah, I was going to
Get
say.
a big titty.
The horror one? What were the other ones?
I think I could do like any of the videotape ones pretty
Dude, also
easily.
I want to get hard while I'm doing jumping jacks.
Flop it up and down. Boing, boing.
This video is sponsored by Express.
Oh, I thought it was going to be Bad Dragon.
At-home workouts are not just a thing of the past. They have evolved into something completely different for the modern consumer. Naughty Girl Fitness is a YouTube channel that offers viewers a very unique workout experience.
The following movement experience might result in you looking sexy AF and connecting to your inner badass bitch. Work out at your own risk. We are not responsible for injuries. Please refer to our terms and conditions for liability waivers.
Each video usually has a skit or theme that plays into the type of workout
Which is dry hump in the air.
you'll be doing. The pop that ass workout involves a lot of core workout and twerking, while the couch potato killer workout has a lot more punching and kicking.
You give me boom and a crack and a boom and a crack. Come on, boom. Yes, scare her.
I just couldn't do this. I couldn't follow along with this workout and feel good. You know? Give me a boom and a punch and a boom and a punch. I'd be like cringing at myself.
A crack. Come on, boom. Yes, scare hoes. Bring it back, bring it back. Scare hoes. Bring it back, bring it back. What's going on? No, seriously. No, I'm serious. What is going on? What's going on? Oh my God, no, Jazzy, I'm seriously scared. Stop. No, I'm serious. No, I'm not playing.
These self-proclaimed spicy workouts have gained a lot of traction recently and now get thousands of views as people look to get fit through their computer screens, which makes sense. That's like,
I just don't think the way you get fit is through doing TikTok dances. You could look to get fit through your computer screen, but like that's just like calisthenic shit. Like you could literally like go work out. You just need like a steel bar or a tree branch. Fucking work out. Push-ups, sit-ups, body squats, individual leg squats, running.
modern TikTok stuff. You know what I've been seeing a lot too? A lot of these like at-home like treadmills, bikes and everything, they all have like virtual, like you're running on a trail. You watch the big screen. But that's like some of the workouts of like them like looking back to you. Come on, you're almost there, come on.
Collecting coins.
My life is like a video game. Yeah, that, you know. In the modern age of fitness classes, it seems that people will do just about
I think you don't need a video game for that shit either, too. Like, if I ever go on a run, I give myself something in the distance that I need to pass before I could slow down. And then if I pass it and I don't feel like utter shit, I will then give myself another, like, mailbox or tree that I need to reach, like, 200 meters away. I feel like you just have to consistently do that over and over again, and then it just gets easy.
Anything before they pick up a weight. Not me, dude. I'm ripped. I'm swole as shit.
People noticed on Reddit.
See?
Ooh. Put those guns away, man. Oh.
I do wonder what Papa Me could bench press.
You could crush a watermelon.
Kangaroo jumping is a new wave of exercise.
215? I would guess 3, bro. I think Papa Me could bench 3 plates each side.
That has been sweeping.
Oh my god! Oh my god, this is what I was talking about earlier.
The nation. It essentially involves putting on modified moon boots and jumping around, all right? That's what it is. But it's still cool. Workouts vary from rapid jumping or jumping to the beat of a song or kicking your legs up super high. One more time, we're gonna...
Bro, Howie Mandel is just fucking collecting achievements, dude, on Steam. Why is he on everything? He's on the Kai Cenat Mafiathon. He's on America's Got Talent. He's on Deal or No Deal. He's on the news. He's on random YouTubers' videos.
If it feels as embarrassing as it looks, you may want to sit this one out because many classes take place in public parks or parking lots. It's grown into an international phenomenon and even went viral online for a series of parking lot kangaroo class videos featured an instructor adorned in a wolf mask alongside wolf-themed music.
Right outside the liquor store. I'm walking outside. I just rip a fucking sidewalk slammer. I just buy a fucking 40-ounce fucking Colt 45. Just sit outside with a paper bag. Just be like, yeah, this workout's ass.
What really draws people in are supposed benefits, which include the claim that kangaroo jumps reduce running injuries, making it easier for people to do cardio. While studies show that it aids in reducing injuries in novice runners, there are no long-term studies confirming it has any actual impact on reducing injuries as a whole. A workout that does have some proven benefits, however.
Yo, you playing the drums on a yoga ball, that's how you know you've missed the plot, right? I just gotta say that. If I'm at the gym and I have signed up for a course class and I see there's a trash can with a fucking yoga ball and they hand me drumsticks, I've lost it, okay? I don't know what my life is anymore. That's where I would immediately dissociate in that moment. Like, what the hell are we doing? And there's somebody that literally planned an hour workout session of this. 10 sets of fucking jamming out.
The name might sound intense, but it's actually super simple. All you need is an exercise ball and 2 drumsticks. Classes
you are utterly burning no calories doing this. I hate to be that guy. If you want to do this for a fun social activity, that's fine. If you're planning on getting in shape and you pull up and they're handing you a yoga ball and 2 drumsticks, walk out of the fucking room and hit the treadmill.
Usually involve
you're not burning calories doing that.
People drumming to the beats of songs for long periods of time while dancing around the ball.
I can feel it.
Come on, Jessica. You need the rhythm. It's do-do-do-do-do-do. Not do-do-do-do-do-do. Okay? If you're gonna, I understand this is a workout session, but we all need to be on pace together. A lot of it's audio, okay? And I hear you fucking up the beat.
For those looking for a more intense workout, some instructors will have you plank or squat on the ball while drumming. It might seem ridiculous, but there are some studies that show the exercise has significant benefits for cardiovascular health, hand-eye coordination, and stress reduction. Cardio drumming is also a great option for kids and older people, as it's super simple and low intensity, easy on the joints, all that jazz. And as people start to turn out new ideas, as people start to run out of new ideas, modern fitness classes become increasingly absurd. Bungee fitness classes strap you into a harness so that you can jump, squat, and literally fly around the
Bro, but that's where I think we've missed it. And I know some people need it to be fun for it to be, like, I guess, motivating. But I don't think working out is meant to be fun, right? At least the way I perceive it. When you're done working, the benefit of working out is looking better and feeling better, right? If you're going to a workout class and it's hard as shit, it's not fun. It sucks. They're screaming at you the whole time. When you're done, you get a runner's high. And you're calming down, your heart rate's lowering, and you feel fucking better. Like, I'm not going in to be like, yeah, I really just want to be able to talk to my friends and go on a bike. Trying the sketchiest gas station pill ever. This will be exciting.
I think we finally found the sketchiest pill that has ever been made in the history of the universe and forever times.
I don't know, dude. Yeah. The reflective glare on the box, the random wolf, and it's all in Mandarin. Or is that Japanese? None of it's in English. It's a rhino pill. Yo, you don't even know if that's a rhino pill. Seeing that it has a wolf on it, I'm assuming it's probably like a honey pack. Oh my God, dude. Just these thick blue pills. I don't think I would take that for any amount of money. And I almost did salvia. I've done stuff. I don't think I would do the gas station. I don't think I would do the gas station wolf pill. I don't know. You almost did what? Salvia. I almost did salvia. This was way back. What is that? Oh, I almost ordered salvia online, dude. This is a whole fucking. This is bad. When I first got into like mushrooms, I was like, man, I could handle salvia, and I'm fucking so happy I didn't do it. Because, bro, I watched so many stories about people taking salvia, having the worst time ever. Yo, that was, like, I'm literally on the website in my cart, ready to order that shit.
That mean things. This thing looks sketch as heck.
Sketch as heck, bro. Where did you find that? Lang Yi Hao.
I got this at a Asian grocery store in Delaware County, and I'm keeping the location of that store a secret because I fear retaliation. When I saw this thing, I couldn't believe what I was looking at.
What, like the store owner's gonna fucking kill you or some shit? What do you mean?
Like, this is just exceptionally creative. and I will be trying it here today. And
Oh my God, what do you mean he's gonna try it? Like, is he to give us a review, play by play? All right, so we're taking the Lang Yi Hao gas station pill that I got from an Asian market. So I'm noticing some arousal to things that I normally wouldn't be attracted to.
I'm gonna see if some of my friends want to try it as well. Typically,
See if your friends want to try it. You do a little group sesh. All right, we got six blue pills. Everybody take one.
they either say yes and then don't do it, or they just laugh at me and then run around and tell everyone in the neighboring neighborhoods what I had just asked them to do. So
I think I have a few friends that I could just hand this to and they wouldn't even ask questions. Dude, that's what's fucked is like there's a type of person that's so trustworthy. Like I know, yeah, somebody said, yeah, me. Hell no. I guarantee you there's probably 2 people I know that I could loosely hand them the pill and go, do you want to take that? Without a question. Pops it right back, swallows it. Chris? I don't think Chris would just take it. Chris would ask me what it is. If I told him it was a gas station boner pill, then he would be like, okay, yeah, sure.
all right.
But he would be like, this is an acid, right? Like, he would be like, this isn't like a hallucinogen.
Let's take a look.
That would be Chris's response would be asking me if it was like 1,000 milligrams of weed.
Look at this thing, figure out what's supposedly in it, and then see if it does anything. I'm Grant Harding. I'm a licensed pharmacist in 4 states, and I like to review quirky little medications for you guys.
You're a licensed pharmacist doing YouTube videos where you try gas station boner pills. What is this YouTuber?
And this one takes the cake. This is the sketchiest thing I've ever seen in my life. So let's look at this and then see what happens.
Dude, I feel like people talk about these all the time. Do you guys see this shit at gas stations? I see honey packs. That's the only thing that I've ever seen in person. I've never seen, like, one of those comically large rhino pills. Never.
A wise man once told me, you know something's sketchy if it's super reflective everywhere.
Yeah, it looks like I'm opening a fucking Pokemon pack.
Nobody ever told me that, but I think that's a good rule of thumb. Look at this thing.
$20? $20? Bro, that means this shit has to work, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You get 7 pills.
We got some English characters, mostly Chinese. We have a
Okay, so it's Mandarin.
clock that points to a time of the day that doesn't really make sense. I guess it's like 11.
It's a little past. It's a little past 11. It's like 11:02.
11:01, maybe. I don't know. No clue what this is supposed to say. There's some characters in this little reflecty thing. 500.
Is he gonna translate this, or is he just gonna fucking raw dog whatever the fuck this is? I would need to know what's inside, right?
100 milligram of what? Is that a proper dose? Nobody knows. On the back, it glitters like a disco ball, and I suspect this is so that you get blinded and then accidentally pick this up and purchase it instead of something else. Like they had it sitting right next to the apples, and it's so blinding.
It was just right next to the produce. You're shopping at the Asian food market. You're like, yeah, just get some apples, some pears. Oh, the little gas station boner pill.
Just kidding. These were not sitting next to the apples. They had a whole display case with these things in it. And this is what this is the sketchiest one I saw.
Display case. You should just do a bunch of them at once.
If we try to translate it, it's...
Oh, thickening, enlargement, and delayed type? Oh, fuck.
It doesn't really do it right.
Miraculous effects? Sick.
So we got Wolf 1, okay. The Singapore race course is equipped with security cards. If I use...
I think this shit would give you a heart attack. I feel like if you took this, you're gonna die. Like, I don't know. And how do they legally sell this? I understand this might be like a food market or like some sort of like stall that's open that's not like necessarily a specific place of business, but who are you buying this from that's like allowed to sell this to you for $20?
Counterfeit ones, I will...
Without signing something.
Bear the consequences. Heavens to Betsy. I love it. Excellent. Thickening, enlargement, and delayed type. Okay. Oh my gosh. Take a look at this at the bottom. Miraculous effects. Okay.
And is that a picture of the wolf taking the pill?
Oh my gosh. It's got this cool little indentation here, like a diamond on the wolf's tongue. That's pretty cool. On the back.
It's just a laxative. That would be really funny. That'd be like a funny troll, though. You're like, hey, you want to take this? You want to take this wolf pill? You're like, hell yeah. You just start shitting your pants in public.
Nobody knows what this says. Like it.
The wolf is coming. Yo, no, you actually have to. You have to have the pea brain to take this, dude. New version of Wolf #1, the anti-counterfeiting card inside, used at your own risk.
It just really doesn't translate. Oh, there we got a little bit. All right, new version of Wolf #1, the anti-counter. Okay, we get it. It's anti-counterfeiting. See, all this stuff gets all
1 hour before sex.
Jumbled in this matrix of like weird colors and designs. What it
Break
says
into pieces, or you're not even supposed to take a full one.
at the top here is this product embodying the most advanced.
Can invigorate yang. What's gonna bring out the dark side? Yo, what the fuck? Horsetail.
Technology is a new generation of fast-acting, blood-boosting medicine extracted from various raw materials.
All right, I would take this for the shits and giggles. Yo, I feel like this would make you vomit, though. Like, this can't be safe.
Including deer whip, bull whip, ginseng, horsetail. And this can invigorate yang. Okay.
Can invigorate yang. What the fuck does that mean? What the fuck does that mean? Like yin and yang? My God. Yeah, can invigorate yang. Yang is your aggressive growth size. Masculine, active, assertive, warm, heaven moment. Bro. Oh no, yin is dark. Yang is light. But it brings out the masculine side. There's gonna be some weird shit in it outside of the horsetail, bro.
Unsure of the dose.
It'd be like bull semen.
Here it says 1,500 milligram times 8 tablets, but here it says 500 milligram. So that would be 4 grams then, not 1,500 milligram. Yeah, this is.
So the dosing's wrong. Might as well just take the whole pack.
Legit, just a sketchy mess.
Oh, sick. Oh, there's a pill missing? That's even better. There's a pill missing. Oh, fuck no. Somebody's tampered with the product.
Oh my gosh. What do we have here?
Why is it to the side? Like, this makes sense. Why is there one over here? Is it not meant to be there?
It's like a little collector's pack. This one is missing because I took that out earlier.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, bro, I'm not taking that shit if I open the box and there's a pill missing.
It was full.
Somebody pop that shit out like you're using that Trident gum.
Intact when I bought this. Here you see the little wolf decal on the back. Looks really nice and professional, actually. And in here we have our little trading card. I guess you're supposed to, trade these with your friends. Lord only knows. Wolf 1. So basically this card is just giving you ways to verify.
In 2003, they've been making these since 2003 for 22 years.
This is a legit product with like the designs, the insignia on here. I think this is just them trying to pretend like it's something special and people maybe buy this. I don't know. Bullwhip, ginseng.
The drug effect can last up to 2 days. Yo, you would have to go to the hospital. You would have to go to the hospital. You take a fucking boner pill and it's rocking for 2 days. You would literally have to go. You would have to go to the ER. That's like not safe.
Seahorse.
48 hours.
Sea snake, starfish, etc.
Oh! Seahorse? Seahorse, sea snake, and starfish. So they're just putting random animals in this, etc. What does that mean? There's not really... Like, you could do etc. if it was, like, seasonings. You're listing a bunch of random dead animals that you put in this, etc. What's the etc. after seahorse, sea snake, and starfish? Eel?
I've seen this before.
Jellyfish? Shark?
When they put etc. there, it's like, hey, we're the sketchiest thing in the world. I love it whenever ingredients of things that you ingest into your body just say, and some other stuff. As far as these ingredients go...
oh, well, it's just minimal, you know? It's like probably like less than 1%. They don't really need to tell you.
I really don't know.
Aphrodisiac product that could quickly nourish the kidneys and invigorate yang.
Oh, I mean, ginseng...
Regulate chi. Regulate chi and activate chi.
I mean, ginseng does help with energy.
Yo, they're acting like this is going to give me like a peace of mind spiritually.
Bullwhip, I'm not really sure if that's a mistranslation or not. Seahorse, sea snake, starfish. Like, I can't imagine those do anything. I'm sure if you Google it, it'll say something or another, but I mean, it's just not really descriptive. Like, the way this is written, it's like there's a whole starfish in here. What kind of starfish, you know? It doesn't really tell you. Do not mix with any other medications and do not use again within 24 hours. Okay. But then over here it says it lasts up to 2 days. So...
I mean, are aphrodisiacs even a real thing? I thought that was like a fucking myth, bro, when people are like, chocolate's an chocolate's aphrodisiac. Snails are an aphrodisiac. Every motherfucker, bro, that eats oysters. Anytime I'm with somebody who's eating oysters, you know these are an aphrodisiac. Thanks for telling me, man.
In order to show you the full sketch dieselness of this, I have to break one open.
Why does he have gloves on like they're gonna like fucking, it's gonna like burn through his skin? You're gonna take one of these.
I have done this before, but look at this. So here's the pill. DL, it says on one side.
Doesn't it kind of look like it was painted with like actual like house paint? Like not food dye. It kind of looks like you painted like an egg.
And on the other, apparently. It's this very nice, pretty shade of blue.
What does DL mean?
Look what happens whenever I break it open. This does not look professional to me.
Looks like baby powder.
See, the breaking side is not like a uniform split. It's all jumbled, it's all crumpled. It doesn't look like the ingredients were milled well together. Like, I think it's missing agents that we add in real...
Yo, I want to go to the factory so bad where they make these. Like, there is a place somewhere in China where they're at right now, they're manufacturing these. Like, they're like, and who are they selling them to? Like, businesses are buying these in bulk to fucking deal to people?
Medicines to make them blend better, and I don't think this has that in it. Additionally, if you look on the side here, like where the blue paint meets the white chemical structure, or supposed.
Yeah, it looks like lead paint.
It's very clearly just painted on here. Like, these are just tablets that they made, and then they dipped it into some dye. It wasn't like actually coated or anything. Although those things in and of themselves aren't necessarily bad, it's just not consistent with a well-made product. So this is like getting...
I love how he's reviewing this like it's the new iPhone. Like, we're 8 minutes in and he hasn't taken it yet. He's like breaking it open, looking at all the ingredients. This is not a well-milled product. I could tell they didn't really put their heart and soul into this.
Sketchier the more I look into it. I can't wait to take this.
You think he's ever done a rhino pill?
Before I ingest this supernova of serenity, I want to take my blood pressure first. This is something I've been doing to try to see if there's any like physiological effects at all going on here. So I got my little blood pressure machine here. Let's test it out. This is our baseline. So 137/87, 114.
Not bad, not great.
heart rate. That's
Could
a
be
little bit
lower
high for me.
Yeah.
But that's what we're at right now. I got another one of these taken out here. Okay. The blue mystery pill all the way from the east.
Oh, the Steelers mug. I thought he was going to chew it. He just dies. Just on the spot he takes, he's like, ooh, that didn't feel good. It just turns green.
Have I made a grave mistake? This is so weird. Okay, well, the good news is...
Bro, I would be like nervous, man. This would, I feel like after taking this would feel like the fear I had like the first time I've like tripped. Like you're just like, oh fuck, what's gonna happen?
We finally got it ingested. The bad news is I have to go meet my friends now.
What? He had to go out to, bro, you're going to a bar after you just took a rhino pill? The equivalent of you just took a wolf pill, you're gonna leave your house? Nah, that's insane.
You guys ever chug a bottle of NyQuil?
Oh my god, is he doing stand-up?
Posted a video of it the other day and someone messaged me and said, mentally challenged.
Oh.
I said back.
All right, but this bit would be really funny if he was just like, you know, just rocking a stiff. He's like, he goes and does the worst bit ever. Yeah, tough crowd. Does the worst bit ever after the rhino pill.
Challenge accepted.
Oh my god, nobody's laughing.
That was not fun at all. You know what this...
You didn't have to do that. What is that a part of the experiment? You just made yourself go do stand-up.
Second worst feeling in the world is standing on stage and having a crowd of people laugh at you. You know what the worst feeling in the world is? Standing on stage and having no one laugh at you. Oh my gosh. I didn't even get to talk to my friends. Hardly any of them were there. I kept asking people if they wanted to try my sketchy Chinese pill, and they all...
Oh my god, this guy at a bar walks up to me and is like, you wanna eat this? See, now that'd be kind of scary. This dude just pulls up to you at a dive bar on like a fucking Thursday. He's like, you want to take this fucking wolf pill with me? I just popped one 30 minutes ago. No, I think I'll pass.
Said no. They looked at me like I was crazy. Like, I just want a friend to try funny pills with. And none of them would do it. They were just like, oh, that's weird. I asked one guy, and then I asked the second guy. And then the first guy saw me asking the second guy, and he's like, did he just ask you? And he's like, yeah. He's like, you gotta stop doing that. That's weird. I was like, oh my god.
He's just walking to every guy at the bar being like, you want to take this wolf pill? Yo, there's no way. And then everybody at the bar knows who he is.
Oh, stop. Like, a guy can't have hobbies? Like, what the heck? Then I got on stage and it just wasn't funny at all. And the pill didn't do anything. I don't even care enough to take my blood pressure. I mean, I will here.
It didn't do anything?
Just for scientific purposes, but it did absolutely nothing. I'm just really grumpy and upset because I just wasted a whole evening. Wasted a whole day, really.
Give it another 45 minutes. It's gonna invigorate your yang soon.
Expecting so much out of this pill. I was
gonna activate your chi.
I wasn't even hungry. I couldn't even eat good food when I was there. Like, literally nothing interesting happened at all. Stupid pill. Getting everybody's hopes up. 130 over 79, 106 heart
It dropped his blood pressure.
rate. Yeah, it was a dud. It was a scam. I got scammed out of $20, man. Oh my gosh. Like, what's wrong with the world, dude? Like, a guy can't even have fun anymore. Well, hopefully the next one's more...
Why is he so bummed out? He really wanted that pill to work. Bro, what was the ideal high that you would have had from that? You wouldn't even have felt anything. It would have just made you hard. Like what?
More fun. This one, major thumbs down.
Major thumbs down. What else is this guy taking? Oh my God. Exploring the world of animal medications? Is he just taking pills he's finding at Tractor Supply? This is insane. Best antidepressant according to a licensed pharmacist. I mean, that's like an informative video. The Chinese pain pill. Oh, I've clicked on this one. Pharmacist tries 2 honey packs. This was the result. I feel like I remember seeing this. Takes gas station pills, freaks out, then calls the courthouse. Yo.
What the
No.
heck
No, that's not the whole pill, right?
is this? My goodness, I've never seen something more comical before in my life. I don't even know what this is supposed to be used for, but lots of people have been recommending it to me. I'm Grant Harding. I'm a licensed pharmacist in 3 states, and I'm a drug pricing expert.
Ooh, I just added the 4th.
And I wanted to review different medications I find so that you guys can make better, more informed decisions. Rhino.
Twin pack. Extreme. 999,000.
Now, why Rhino? I immediately think of Rhino.
No headache. I'd hope not. I feel like I would be getting a brain aneurysm if I ever had one of these. If you take this, your head starts pounding.
Virus, but that would be like unethical to sell rhinovirus. Twin. What is the point of that? What is this even telling me? Am I going to have twins now? Is that what this is for?
No, it's a twin pack. It's a twin pack. There's 2.
Rhino.
It's not 1 rhino pill. 69.
Super long lasting. Good choice of the word super. It doesn't sound like a 12-year-old wrote that or anything. Extreme 999K. No one knows what that means. This is like the dumbest packaging I have ever seen in my life. 6'9", okay.
100% genuine product.
HQ. What does this even mean? No headache. Gee, thanks. Glad to hear that. It's got 2 very unofficial looking seals.
Is that the pill that you're taking, or is it in that capsule? I'm fast forwarding.
And this is the weirdest part. I don't even know if you can read this. 1 capsule up to 9 days. What chemical lasts 9 days? That is such an arbitrary unit of time. I have no idea what this is. I don't even know why people wanted me to review it.
Meth. It's just a tablet of meth.
I'm not impressed, and I hate this packaging.
Joe really wants to see a boner? No, I want to see... I've never seen a guy take a rhino pill.
Like, it literally has this image of a rhino, and then has the same one right here. Like, this... Again, did a 12-year-old design this? Like, I have no idea what's going on.
Oh, there's a lot of words on the back.
Let's flip around to the back. Again, 1 capsule up to 9 days.
Wow, I need to read these. Hold up. Maximize the time of intercourse. Free the premature ejaculation. Better ejaculation control. No limits. Maximate volume of ejaculate. Amazing increase in thickness. This is disgusting.
How are they coming to that? This is the I've ever seen in my life.
Doctor designed. Doubt it.
Right now. Not something I want to be doing. All right. Maximize the time up. This is supposed to be. Dog enhancement. Like, it's
all
just...
right, let's break one of them out. See what the fuss is about. Goji extract. Deng sen extract. Attractiolites. Cinnamon. Kasuda. Dangui. Licorice.
And whatever you want to hear, you will...
What the fuck is that?
Find that Dangui is good for insert X, insert Y. These weird supplements that don't have a lot of data around them, it's just hearsay. It's just, what's the word I'm looking for? It's just anecdotal. That's the word I was looking for. So I see that there's a lot of words here printed, but I don't see anything at all.
Yo, that shit doesn't expire for fucking 4 years.
You know what I mean? There's a lot of words on the company, and they got into some trouble from the FDA.
FDA warns consumers to avoid rhino pill enhancement products found at retailers because of undeclared and potentially dangerous drug ingredients. Now, I'm going to have the take that I don't think the Food and Drug Administration needs to put out a warning that you shouldn't take rhino pills. Like, the packaging looks like it's a product from Five Below. Does it not? That looks like you would get that at a Spencer's Wall for $3.99.
Got its own little door flaps. I kind of like that. That's kind of cute, honestly. Okay, so let's quit screwing around here and get to the... Are these suppositories? Wait, does it say?
Oh my God, you have to shove it up your ass? Stop.
Say? I mean, it technically doesn't say how you're supposed to take this, so they could be for all I know.
I guess you got to do one both ways.
Oh, okay. It's its own little case. I see. It's like a cigar case, kind of, for a pill. Seems a bit excessive, but
You're supposed to swallow that pill? That pill's huge.
I'm here for it. Very, very extra. I like that, actually. That's kind of cool. It's like a little carrying case. Like, you just carry this around. What else could I put in here? Does anyone have any ideas? What else? I might save this case and use it for something.
Cocaine.
I don't know what yet. So this is a unmarked purple pill. Not exactly the most exciting thing, but I liked that case. That case was exciting. So let's open this bad boy up and see what's
Open one, take the other.
actually inside.
It's like a green. He cracks it open. He cracks it open like a green liquid spills out and it burns through the paper plate.
There we go. Okay.
Oh,
Ooh,
no.
okay.
Same prop. Ooh, wait. Why does that look like pellets?
Oh, all right. We got some powder.
Oh, that sounded like plastic. That pill case is would that dissolve in your stomach acid?
Wow, very nice.
Yo, you're supposed to swallow that?
So you can see all the powder in here. A little bit off-white, a little bit brownish. Let's see if I can smell it. Oh my gosh. Oh, I forgot to mention there's cinnamon bark in here. Here, you can read.
Smells like cinnamon?
I saw that on here somewhere.
Yo, surprisingly, that would make me feel better about it.
It smells...
If it didn't smell like chemicals, I would feel like, oh, this is probably safe.
It's like cinnamon. This absolutely smells like cinnamon. Let's make some cinnamon cookies with this. How about that? Oh my gosh, I can't believe this. Wow. Given the fact that I couldn't really find a whole lot of information on all this stuff that's in here, and the fact that they got in trouble by the FDA, first of all, I'm not taking this.
Oh, come on! Oh, you fucking kidding me?
Second of all, doesn't mean I can't ask someone else to.
Yo, this guy's a psycho.
Well, it's a couple days later, and...
It's a couple days later, Bar hopped last night, was asking a bunch of people to take the rhino pill.
None of my friends came through. The first one I asked immediately questioned the safety, and I told him we would just find out together.
Want to try some of these on camera with me? Is that a honey pack and a rhino pill? I'll have my ass off. I don't know, I'm scared, but kinda. What if I told you you'd be under the supervision of a licensed pharmacist in 3 states? I'm going to go out on a limb here and say, I don't know if this guy's actually a licensed pharmacist.
He didn't seem impressed by that answer. A second one told me they would take it, but whenever I brought it to them in real life, they told me...
Ooh, what's the hornet pill? Feel the sting?
And I quote, "I'm already on the real stuff, and I don't want that to mess with me." Later, at a comedy bar I have my bi-monthly residency at, I asked one of the patrons if they would try it and let me film them, and they laughed for 45 minutes straight and then walked around to the entire bar and told every single person that I had just asked them to take a rhino pill and let me film it. I followed up with them the next day. They said they were still considering it. So here we go.
Oh my God, he's going to take it?
For science. Mystery pill out of its little container. Can't believe I'm doing this. Well, let's hope that was safe and effective. No, I'm just kidding. It's been about an hour, and I don't feel anything yet. So I guess we'll check back in a little bit here. It's been Probably about 4 hours now, and I went to the gym, and I didn't feel any different in the gym at all. Came home, I was super tired, and I took a really long nap, like a 1 hour long nap, and now I'm just reading a book, and it was
Reading a book. You're reading the Bible after you took a rhino pill.
like this whole experience was just a bunch of nothingness. It does absolutely nothing. This is a scam. This is junk.
Bros, and they're charging like $20 for that shit? That's insane. Taking a rhino pill and reading the Bible is top tier comedy. Larger, harder, stronger. I don't even know what that means. Work ethic. I love how he constantly talks like mom could barge into his room at any time. He's always whispering. Crash Out's got licensed pharmacists in 3 states and one of the other country's leading drug price experts to get zooted on a rhino pill. Anything's a suppository if you try hard enough. Oh, God. Count me down 30 seconds. I'm going to piss, then we're going to hide.
During one event, William was egged by an audience member during one of his speeches, and I bet that insane.
He was egged by like a 15-year-old.
Him over the edge. In the span of just a few years, people prepared for this event by selling most of their belongings and turning their...
Oh, wait, no, this is... Oh, my God, no. He was egged in the 1800s. This is just a video of a guy getting egged by a 15-year-old.
By an audience member during one of his speeches.
What the hell am I thinking?
And I bet that sent him over the edge. In the span of just a few years, people prepared for this event by selling most of their belongings and turning their backs on their responsibilities. By March 21st,
Why are they selling shit, though? Like, what is the point of selling shit? You have to have a shred of doubt if you're selling it. Like, just give it away.
1844, nothing had happened. The date would be moved to April 18th, only for it to fail once more. The last date proposed by William was October 22nd. On the day of, tons of people still believed in William. They put on their white ascension robes and climbed to the highest places available to them to await the second coming. Not only did this prove to be fruitless, but it led to a period known as the Great Disappointment, where people wept endlessly over their hopes being shattered alongside a...
I need someone to help me up to my chamber as my natural strength was leaving me very fast, and I lay prostrate for 2 days without any pain, sick with disappointment.
Wave of mockery from people asking, why haven't you ascended yet? First off, as soon as if William came in, if William the dog came in, trying to eat his own face and handing out white robes, I'd be like, no, you gotta get out of this motherfucker.
Why? Robes are fancy.
Robes are cool, but if it's in religious context, robes are not cool. Yeah, we're just gonna put on these robes and go to the mountain. I'd be like, might have picked the wrong batch, is what I'd say.
You're like full leaning into it, and they're like, all right, guys, let's get in our robes. Ew. Nobody told me about this part.
If you, what about jackets? Like sick, like club jackets.
If they were club jackets, or even just a nice suit, you want to get dolled up to go to heaven? Why not? Robes, really? William Miller's popularity dwindled significantly, but he held firm to the belief that the second coming was approaching until he died in 1849. Maybe that's what he was. Maybe he was predicting his own death. Might have been. I don't know. The more that we learn about space, the more terrifying the unknown becomes, right? Very Lovecraftian. Since we've started studying the stars, one of the biggest threats to our planet has been stray asteroids that could potentially hit Earth, which actually me up sometimes. Can't even think about it. There was one that they said, like, one asteroid's gonna pass by Earth.
Yeah, there's one that's passing by, and if it's like a very small chance. I think it's like 0.00 something. But if it passes by, that means the next orbit it has, it'll directly hit Earth. And everybody's like, that shit's so low of a chance. That ain't that. But most people take those odds gambling. Most people play the lottery and put money into something that has way less odds of happening. But when it's like, hey, there's like a 0.00001% chance that this asteroid threads a keyhole and then kills us in 30 years, nobody's worried. Do you think if we had a 30-year chance, though, like if we had a 30-year time frame, I feel like humans could destroy the asteroid. That would be the whole goal. If that asteroid threads the keyhole, society from then on for the next, 27 years or however long that shit is It's 2.7%. That's really high. Wait, what? It's 2.7% chance? The asteroid Apophis is not expected to hit Earth, even though it will pass through a keyhole in 2029 that could have led to a collision in 2036. Thanks to further observations, scientists ruled both the 2029 and 2036 impact out, and Apophis will not pose a collision threat for the next 100 years. We're good, chat. We'll all be dead. Anyways, if an asteroid was going to hit Earth, say right now we knew, 30 years, an asteroid's hitting Earth. Do you think that we as humanity would be able to stop it? I think it depends how big the asteroid is. I'm pretty confident China, Russia, US all make buddies for a little bit, and we just start nuking the piss out of that fucking asteroid. We just start sending every fucking thing we have in the arsenal just right at that motherfucker. Yeah, just start blowing it up. Start redirecting it into... I don't think we would try and blow it up. I think we would try to change its orbit in some way where it passed.
Earth, and they're like, but when it passes by in 30 years, it's supposed to come back and hit us. I think they disproved it.
Here's my thing. If an asteroid's coming, don't tell me.
I would rather just not know. What benefit do you gain of being like, hey guys, seriously?
I'd want to know. Because I'd stop doing everyday bullshit before. What the fuck? If you were like, an asteroid's going to hit in 10 years, I'm not going to start thinking about shit for when I'm 50. I'd be like, all right, well, I'm going to be dead in 10 years, so I'll just go fucking do other shit. Like, you would change your game plan if you knew.
Oh, in movies and shit. In movies, they do that to build conflict for the movie. But what would happen is, like, Elon and all those guys, they'd be like, I don't know, I'm just going to try this spaceship out. And they'd leave and never come back. As soon as that starts happening, well, Mark Zuckerberg's building like a... Didn't he built like a giant bunker in Hawaii.
Yeah, like $100 million bunker. It's like 10 floors, 30 floors or some shit.
He said, well... It's not a doomsday bunker. It's just.
And that's funny too. They're like, so what's up with the doomsday bunker? He's like, it's not really a doomsday bunker. It's just you could live there for 700 years if you wanted to. It's a man cave. It's like more of a man cave. And you're like, huh? Anyways, in 1910, many believed a nearby comet would end humanity. Halley's Comet, remember that one? Is visible from Earth every 72 to 80 years and has been spotted by humans dating back since
72 to 80 years. It was last visible in 1986. 2061. All right, that's a goal for me to live that long. I'll be 59.
40 BC.
That's the Fortnite meteor. You see Halley's Comet and Kevin the Cube's on it, you're like, everybody forgets about Fortnite. It's 2061. It's Kevin.
Which is crazy. I mean, go somewhere else. Hello. Scientists had predicted that 1910 would be the next time it passes Earth and observed the comet flying by using a spectrograph. This new technology allowed astronomers to view the chemical composition of the comet, and to their horror, they discovered its tail that was made of cyanogen gas, which is extremely toxic. Oh, shit. After publishing the report, a French reporter put out an article discussing their findings, but also included a line saying the gas from the comet could, quote, impregnate the atmosphere and possibly snuff out all life on the planet. Bit of creative liberty in the title there, buddy. People began to freak out over the headline, believing that their death was imminent. Before the comet could pass, companies began to sell comet pills, which claimed to fight off the effects of the toxic gas. Insurance companies offered...
Oh, that's so awesome. That's so fucking awesome, dude. Literally just a scam product that people fell for. These comet pills are novelty only. They have no therapeutic value.
Comet pills, which claim to fight off the effects of the toxic gas.
Dr. Haley's Comet Fever, a once-in-a-lifetime confection.
Insurance companies offered policies of people's belongings in case they were destroyed. Farmers around the globe refused...
Oh, well, they just knew. The insurance companies knew that shit was going to do anything. They were just fucking scalping money off people.
To plant crops, believing that there was no point since everyone would be dead. No more corn. I'm done with corn. Others locked themselves inside their homes, while others fled to the caves and sealed themselves deep underground, which I'm pretty sure is partially some of the inspiration for Fallout.
Oh.
There you go. After the comet passed and nothing happened, people were shocked to still be alive. And they moved on with the rest of their lives. I wonder what's happened with the guy who took comet pills. Well, Greg, we took those, like, look over to him, he's like having a seizure.
He's on Haley's Comet right now.
Yeah. Woo! In 1993, former sociology professor Hon Ming Chen had created a Taiwanese cult named God Salvation Church. It had also referred to itself as Chen Dao, or True Way, as well as God Saves the Earth Flying Saucer Foundation. I like that one the most. God Saves the Earth Flying Saucer Foundation. It was a belief system that was a mix of various religions and other Western cult-like beliefs, like the acceptance of alien intervention, right? You see a lot of that with Heaven's Gate. Kind of became a big thing in the 70s.
Yeah, the Heaven's Gate shit was so fucking stupid, though. There's an alien spaceship that's passing by. You have to kill yourself to reach it. Huh? Huh? If you die, you'll go to the gate. What? No.
Kind of evolved over time. He claimed that the second coming of Christ would occur in 1999, with God revealing himself from a spaceship disguised as clouds that would take his followers up to heaven.
That'd be sick.
He claimed that he could talk to the gods and receive their wisdom through golden balls that he could see traveling across the sky. Of course, salvation was not free. It was reported that Chen charged $60,000 to join Chen Tao and another $30,000
$60 grand
to board their spaceship. He's like, you keep it under 100. They won't be suspicious.
Mind games.
Exactly. It's all here. He convinced 140.
Bro, how do you convince people to pay money for that, though, if you're also leaving? I just don't. Like, I don't want to say. I understand it's like a cult and there's like a bit of brainwashing involved, but I'm like, dude, these people are like more than gullible. Like, you're flat out falling for somebody saying, hey, give me $100,000 and we're all going to go on a spaceship somewhere else. Why do you need the money?
Dedicated members to sell all their belongings and move to California in 1995 after changing his mind about where the historic event would take place. This changed after followers witnessed the numbers 007 written in the clouds, which was interpreted as a sign that they must relocate their headquarters elsewhere. AKA, there was probably a 007 convention happening around. They're like, oh, Colorado, we gotta go. Despite the fact that this was actually just a marketing stunt to advertise the 19. Oh
my God, a fucking religious cult saw 007 in the sky and changed where they needed to all move because of a James Bond ad.
Bear trap. To advertise the 1997 James Bond movie Tomorrow Never Dies. They slowly relocated to Garland, Texas. Apparently, this is because Chin thought saying Garland really fast sounded like Godland.
From what Master Chin says, Garland sounds like Godland, and apparently thousands of years ago, God was here and they were told to return here.
Garland. What's that sound like? Can I do that accent, or is that a problem?
I think it's fine.
All right. Chin had guaranteed on his own life that God would make his appearance in Texas, of all places. Not a bad bet. You're in good company in Texas saying that kind of shit. Where would God go first? Everyone's like, probably fucking Texas. Probably fucking Texas, all right? In total, they purchased around 30 houses on Ridgedale Avenue, soon handing out flyers to its other inhabitants on bicycles in order to thank them for tolerating their activity in the neighborhood as well as their magnanimous acceptance. Trying to win people over. It's like, more money. Garland, we kind of weird. See a ball in sky.
Oh, no.
Garland, what's that sound like to you? Like, what? Garland, what's it sound like? Rhetorical. Don't talk. I talk you don't talk back. They would wear all white outfits and cowboy hats. Awesome. That is so sick. Confusing the neighborhood as to why they suddenly become the headquarters of a strange cult. Some claim they were friendly and that their beliefs were simply amusing to them. AKA, they're like, look, they look funny. What do you guys happen? Be alien. You don't talk to them. We cowboy now. Right. Oh, okay. You are phony as man.
But when
that
did
is
they?
Awesome.
Oh,
they claim
no.
that on
When did they fucking stop believing in that, though? Did they, like, turn on the leader guy?
the 25th, just days before, God would show himself on Channel 18 across every television set in the country, taking on Chin's exact appearance.
It's 5 minutes after 12 right now, and Hunmin Chin's not on there yet. And according to his own philosophy and preachings that we've heard, he's a phony.
He knew he had an interview coming.
So he had an interview for why it didn't happen and he just never showed?
I don't know. From there, God would then help people survive a nuclear apocalypse that would occur in 1999. It would bring people to a specific rendezvous point on the shores of Lake Michigan, where flying saucers would take them to heaven after potentially stopping briefly on planet Mars, of course. And people in the neighborhood feared that the group would end up committing a mass because, you know, Heaven's Gate. March 31st rolled around and still nothing happened. Chen approached a crowd of reporters and stated that he must have misinterpreted God's message. He stated that his remaining followers would once again relocate to New York. A large majority of them...
Oh my God, and the group definitely is just dwindling, you know? 140 people at the start. First miss, 100. Second miss, 80. Third miss, 60. Like, he's getting a smaller and smaller circle here that's following him place to place.
Gave up on Chen 2 entirely and began the process of moving back to Taiwan. He told everyone that he would punish himself by giving everyone in the crowd the next 10 minutes to either crucify or stone him to death, which nobody took him.
What? He told his followers, all right, you guys could just stone me to death. It's fine. I was wrong.
From there, Chen Tao's numbers were severely reduced, and the group faded into obscurity by the early 2000s. Who even knows? He might even still be out there.
I hope they crucified him.
What if one guy's like, I will? He's like, well.
The one guy actually does lean. You guys could stone me, man. I'm sorry. I was so wrong about the end of the world. All right, I'll do it. Oh, wait, no. No. When I meant like figuratively stone, like maybe hurl insults at me, not actually kill me.
1 second. The ball just like fucking gets stoned. End of the world predictions have only become more common with the advancement of technology. And it wasn't too long ago that people thought computers were going to end the world.
There still exists a general state of either denial, complacency, or even apathy about both the reality and the potential effects of Y2K.
The year is 1999. And a lot of people are getting ready to celebrate the new millennium. However, not everyone's excited. A large group of people fully believe that the world was going to end as soon as the ball dropped because the world's computers would fail.
8 to 10% of the population were fairly confident that this was going to be an apocalypse.
It was
8 to 10% of the world population believed that the world would end or go into disaster in 2000. What, because technology would stop working because it wasn't able to function or something? Why the fuck would technology stop working?
Believe that the planes would crash, nuclear reactors would melt down, and systems controlling rockets would fail and be launched at random. All of this delirium stemmed from a simple misunderstanding of computers' code. Up until this point, computers' dates had worked from 00 to 99. But people believed that when the computer switched to 00, it would actually go back to 1900 and cause computer systems to fail. Oh, God!
No, it would just change the number. And the year 2000 is also based off the Gregorian calendar, which the majority of the world functions on. It actually has no definitive relation to the Earth at all. We for some reason live at 2025. It's not actually 2025. The Earth has been around for a long fucking time. It's based off the Gregorian calendar, which is based off Jesus.
God! To prepare for this upcoming event.
But roughly, because actually wasn't Jesus actually born around like the year 4 AD, not 0? Yeah, he was born between 6 and 4 BC. I don't know.
Then people withdrew their cash, believing that electronic banking would fall apart and destroy them financially. Businesses like Best Buy and Radio Shack warned people to turn off their computers so they wouldn't be messed with the time switch. And others built bunkers and stocked up supplies. On New Year's Day, all the computers switched over and there were minor crashes. Various ATMs were temporarily down and stoplights occasionally stopped working and random databases went down. No major computer system failed and all seemed to be normal. Out of all the crazes, nobody died, though a 104-year-old woman was invited to join a preschool because the system believed she was 4. Isn't that cute? That's awesome. If you're watching this, chances are the most memorable end of the world prediction from your...
That is pretty funny. You live so long that you start getting emails to join a preschool because because computers recognize you as 4 years old.
Your lifetime is the 2012 phenomenon. But for people that don't remember this, or if you're too young or whatever, let me just tell you, when I was a kid, the 2012 thing, people were actually afraid of 2012. They were really afraid. My grandma, who has now passed, was like, we were watching the History Channel. She used to chain smoke cigarettes. We'd be watching like the History Channel. Of course, the History Channel had nothing to do with history. It was like aliens and shit. She's chain smoking cigarettes, and then we were watching this 2012 thing, and she was getting me like horrified. And I was like watching it. I'm like, oh my God.
Oh, like full on telling her, or full on telling him, you know, this is actually gonna happen. It's 2010. You only got 2 more years left, Hunter. I'd take those years pretty. I'd cherish them if I were you. Me, I've lived a long life. You're gonna die young. Sorry.
This is real? I'm like, this is like how many? This is like 10 years from now, whatever. And she was like, when that year comes around, we should all stay together and we should just get together and make sure that we're with family. And I was like, what a haunting thing to say. It's like so cryptic, but everything's there. Like, you were gonna die and we should be together. It fucked me up, dude.
Was it the Nostradamus?
No, it was like, it's been so long, I can't remember. But all I know is just like the Mayan calendar's ending. Which also, even as a kid though, she's like, what the f do they know? And she was like, well, the Mayans. I'm like, who cares about the Mayans? The fuck? Maybe they ran out of stone. You know what I mean? I mean, how far were they just like, I mean, it'll pretty much be done by then. The idea that the world would face a cataclysmic event in 2012 didn't emerge out of nowhere. In fact, people claim that it was predicted thousands of years ago during the ancient Mayan civilization. A device called the long count calendar was used to measure time at a very long cycle that counted years in large chunks. In short, a new grand cycle was said to occur after every 13 Baktuns. Each Baktun consisted of 394.26 years. And it was just so happens that the 13th one lands on December 21st, 2012. Instead of treating it similarly to the exciting beginning of a new millennium, people convinced themselves that a terrifying world-ending event would occur at the time. So much so that they even made a movie about it with John Cusack. Really dumb. Not a good movie. He's in a limo and whatever. Theories are ranged from disastrous fires, flooding, aliens invasions, and planetary collisions, and mass extinction. Some kids growing up around believers of this impending disaster admitted to developing serious fear and anxiety problems in their older years to their parents' endless paranoia. It was up. If you have said like,
bro, but like the Mayans didn't even say the world was gonna end. It was just their calendar reset, and then people were like, yeah, this definitely means the Mayans knew the aliens were coming and they were gonna fucking kill everybody on Earth.
The worst thing you can do is tell your kid like, I'm really afraid. Because like as a kid you're like, what? And they're like, you're fine. I'm afraid. Custom high-end doomsday bunker saw a 700% rise.
Yeah, as a parent, you gotta just lie to your kid in that sense. Like, even if you are scared, you just tell them you're not. Because if you tell your kid, your kid, like a 5-year-old's going to look at their parents as like God. They're the end all to everything. So whatever they say goes. So if you tell them you're fucked, that'd be like, in their perspective, God telling you he's terrified and he has no control. You'd be like, what do you mean? You're the only one that what do you mean? You're at the top. Like, that'd be mortifying.
During this time, as ultra wealthy people wanted to play it safe and ensure the safety of their friends and family. Some preppers, like Tim Ralston in Arizona, would often perform doomsday dress rehearsals with the 2 children to make sure they were ready for the worst come December 21st. Another couple, Kathy and Bruce from New England, decided to stockpile bees instead of weapons. According to them, honey would become a valuable bartering tool in the coming apocalypse. I love that dude. So that's a badass. Over in China, Liu Xingzhe decided to go a much different route, spending his entire life savings of $160,000 to build a 70-foot by 50-foot ark-like vessel to protect himself. He feared flooding the most and believed
that shit does not look like it would float.
Taking his homes to the seas would be the best option. Liu offered to let other people take refuge in alongside him. My boy Liu's selfless. He's a good man. In the end, the day came and went without anything significant occurring. Here we are.
I like to think that every time these doomsday predictions, that they actually happen in an alternate universe or the universe that keeps going on.
You like to think that?
Yeah.
Like we're a quantum immortality universe.
On TikTok, a woman opened up about how she and her husband have been talking with the Sumerian demon since July of 2013.
Me and my husband have essentially been talking to something on a Ouija board that goes by the name of 7.
Oh, something on a Ouija board that goes by the name 7. Oh, wait, let's rewind. You and your husband were talking to a thing on a Ouija board made by Hasbro Games,
who has been telling us that the world is going to end May 27th, 2025.
TikTok rules, dude. She claims that one day the couple got bored and began to use a Ouija board, and out of nowhere, it began to talk to them in reverse binary.
In the moment, we have no idea what.
Bro, y'all are lame as hell. I'm so sorry. You and your fucking husband or boyfriend literally spent hours just fake moving a Ouija board around and fucking trying to decrypt what it was telling to you. This is so lame. Bro. She has a notebook of, dude, they probably sat by this Ouija board for like hours.
What this means, we Googled it later. This is again July 2013. And it turns out it's binary, but it's backwards binary. So in this way, it meant nothing. But when we reversed the numbers, it meant hello.
Since that day, they began regularly communicating with the demon. Goddamn, they became friends with him.
Yeah, I know.
Yo, Rockschmaw, you there? Yo, Rockschmaw's funny as dude. The demon had told them that they are the third group he has contacted. And the first two died during the first atomic bomb dropped in World War II. And the others was when JFK was assassinated. So the demon contacted JFK. Eventually, it revealed that the world would end on May 27th, 2025, and repeatedly told them to climb the mountain or return to the mountain. In Sumerian. She said that they revealed this secret to close friends and strangers once they were drunk.
We have shared this with people. They either kind of wave it off, they're like, oh, that's cool, or they pretend, they say they're interested, but then they never really follow up.
Another person.
Yeah, because they're just trying to be nice and not call you fucking insane. Because they're your friends. They're not trying to go, hey, Cynthia, I think you're actually fucking crazy. I think this is the stupidest thing you've ever told me. And the fact that you and your husband have been spending the last, 3 years communicating to a demon on a Hasbro Games board is a bit of a waste of time.
Claims to have a recurring dream every 7 to 8 years where people all around the world gather to watch as the moon turns completely black. Like the eclipse? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Not long after, large groups of alien ships fly out from behind it and start terrorizing Earth. People flee and pray as they try to survive. Eventually, the night sky is empty and blown apart.
Like if I could only buy a Ouija board at like if I could only buy a Ouija board with like the blood of a frog and the hand of a monkey, and I had to go under a bridge at 3 a.m. and unlock a door in a weird black market to buy the board, I would believe that that board was real. But the fact that I could go to my local Target and buy a Ouija board next to a Lego set of Super Mario Bros. Is probably telling me that that Ouija board is fucking fake. How do you say it? Ouija. A Ouija. I don't give a shit. A Ouija board. A Ouija board.
The person fully believes this is coming soon and that there have been warning signs all along. Yo,
a Luigi board. Maybe that's why it's next to Mario.
Rocksha, stop that shit, bro. I'm gonna pee. A lot of people claim to have aliens in their dreams. Like one person who claimed to see a biblically accurate alien enslave the earth. Okay, first off, a biblically accurate alien. Got it. In their dream, a giant orange orb hovers over the earth, which is pulsating with plasma energy. It doesn't have eyes or any facial features, but everyone on earth felt like they were being watched. He described the being as God and explained that he knew without a doubt that the end of the world was imminent. The dream ended with the alien keeping people captive inside of a structure-like shopping mall and also abducting people and putting them into a giant orange orb. Sounds like he just wants to go to Orange Julius at the mall. Doesn't it? And I was super thirsty when I woke up. Rockshaw, stay away from me, man. Nobody truly knows when the world's gonna end, and that's probably a good thing. There are scientists out there who have listed numerous ways in which the Earth could end, right? Whether it's soon or within the next 1,000 years, but so far, every single prediction has been dead wrong. The next time you hear about some crazy world-ending event, take a step back and really think about what's being said. It's probably coming from someone who's chronically online or a scam artist looking to drain you of your bank account. Or, you know, pollution and all that kind of stuff will kill us too. There's a lot of fun ways the Earth's gonna end. It's gonna be sick. But hey, at least we have YouTube, am I right? Roll them credits!
I really liked that video. That was fun hearing about the various ways people convinced themselves the world was gonna end. Anyways.
This is safe, go into coding until like last year when they're like, oh, you know what actually AI is like really good at? Your job. And carrying on the theme that we've seen from this list.
Yeah, I think this will slowly go down the list and then transfer sides over the next like 10 years. What do people at Geek Squad have a degree in? Like, if somebody works at Geek Squad, do they have a degree?
People make a dump truck load of money doing this.
Nothing? IT? Do you think they make money? Bro, that sucks, though, if you have to go. They have an IT in geeking, IT cybersecurity. Bro, but do they make money? That would just blow ass going to a 4-year degree school to go work at Best Buy and put on iPhone covers for people. And listen to a grandma be like, why doesn't my computer work? She's still on Windows 7. Why doesn't my computer work? She hasn't updated her computer in 8 years.
Yo, Ross. You have one of the least regretted college degrees, I think. What was your degree?
Computer science.
How do you feel about your degree, and then why do you think it's people are so happy with their computer science degrees?
Yeah, I mean, I don't regret it. The reason I don't regret it is the freedom of work and the ease of work. Last time I changed jobs, it took me like less than a week to find a new job. The fact that I can work from home, can kind of work like whatever hours I want as long as I get my.
Oh, and they job hop like crazy. They job hop like fucking crazy, bro. The people that I know in comp sci, it's like every 3 months they get a new fucking job. They do like minimal work and then they just job hop, get paid more, work for like 6 months, job hop.
Work done is really nice. Oh yeah, and I get paid well, so.
Yeah, that helps. Now with AI and coding, what level do you think that disruption is going to be at?
It's gonna hurt newer people more than people like me. Instead of people hiring interns and dealing with that, they're like, well, we can probably just get AI to write code that's good enough and then have someone senior look at it. That's a possible shortfall, or maybe it works, right? And we just like programming dies in the next 10 years.
Are you worried about that at all?
I mean, not really, because like there's nothing I can do to change it. So if it happens, it happens, and I'll get a new job.
Yeah,
Damn, dude.
You're smart.
Based. That's smart as hell, bro.
Swing a hammer somewhere, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know, swing a hammer somewhere. The way that I perceive it is like if you were smart enough to get a comp sci degree and you're in the field and AI takes your job, you're probably smart enough to take the job of another person. Like the people that shouldn't be, in my mind, the people that should be worried aren't comp sci people, because if you got a degree in computer science and you're in the field for 5 years and AI takes the comp sci guy's job, the comp sci guy is going to go take your job because they're going to hire him. Like, I don't know. That's just how I'm perceiving it. It's like, bro, they're probably going to be way better at whatever it is.
All right, dude. Well, thank you.
Because they could still go into the tech area. And even if they're not computer coding, it's like they'll be the Geek Squad guy.
Yeah.
All right, later.
The higher we go up this list, the more people are like, and you know, I get paid pretty well.
yeah, they don't want to say it.
Before we go any further, I just want to remind you guys that subscriber numbers makes us feel better and not regret our chosen path.
The median income.
Am I subscribed? I am subscribed. Speed
of a subscriber to speed is double that of somebody to speed.
And least regretted degree/field of study for people in America. The most regretted college degree in America is...
If it's not art, dude, I kind of want to throw it. Does business communications count as business management? No. Journalism? I feel like that would go into the literature bunker. I think that would... Drama? That's in the arts, though. I'm just going to spin it.
Field of study.
Social and behavioral sciences.
Social/behavioral sciences. All right, so this includes psychology, sociology, anthropology, criminal justice, social work, communication studies.
Okay, communication studies is in that list. I'm shocked psychology's up there. Sociology, I get being there. Anthropology, yeah, probably hard to find a job in anthropology. Very fascinating majors, though. I love psychology, sociology, and anthropology. I get communication studies and social work not probably doing well or making a lot of money.
Behavioral science and international relations.
I'm just imagining a psychologist.
June said, and I'm cooked.
Working at a...
Dude, chat. Also, I see people going, oh my God, no way. If you want to go to college for psychology, don't take this fucking one YouTube video as the telltale sign that you can't do psychology. You could still... This isn't a surefire saying of like everybody in this major's unhappy.
Federal prison.
Yeah.
And it just being brutal, exhausting, emotionally difficult work.
Yeah.
And then they don't make a lot of money.
It's doom scrolling IRL. It's like, all right, time to have this other sad guy come in and talk to me on Zoom for an hour. And then I get to have lunch. We could call mine.
Yeah, you do only deal with depressing things. And it's like not a physical depression of like you're seeing people like with wounds, like you're a paramedic or an RN. You're like only dealing with people that are actively on like the brink of suicide or dealing like if you're like a therapist or a psychiatrist. Like you only deal with people that need, and it's like you're doing good, but it's like I can understand the mental deterioration of like, okay, this is like taxing my body. You get to help them. Yeah, you get to help them, but imagine like 8 years into your job, every day they're never being good news. Not never, because you are helping people get better and slowly you get to witness them like kind of grow and flourish, which is awesome. But it's like every day you're also getting new clients that are also like it's an endless loop of like pulling people out of the mud, and then you get them out of the mud and there's another person that falls in. And then you pull them out of the mud, another person falls in. Like you're doing great and you are changing the world, but from your perspective, it feels like you're doing nothing.
Therapist, but I think that'd be weird.
Yeah, I don't think you're supposed to do that.
Yeah.
You'd be like, hey, do you regret your degree?
Yeah,
And
you're
be
the number one most regretted. Your job is the most regretted degree in the world. How do you feel about it? It's like, oh, I guess I do have some regrets. Maybe I'll call my therapist. It's harder than ever to give young people advice on what they should do after high school. There was a time when the smart move was simple. You go to college.
It used to be that simple. It literally used to be just go to college.
Study didn't matter.
Now it's like it's a lot more complicated. And it's so new that that's an issue. Like this is the 21st century's issue, right? In the 90s, 80s, 70s, it was like you could still go to college, get a great job. Yeah, you could still do that now, but there's so many options and no time to figure it out. It's like you're still a kid being thrown into the job world effectively. Even if you are going to college, yes, you have to go to college for 4 years. Bro, you're 18 years old, 19 years old, trying to determine what you want to do for the rest of your life right now. Like, fuck. That sucks, right? But I maybe I'm not making it better for any of you guys. Don't feel bad if you change your major, right? I think you should have a net of a few things that you're interested in, soft launch one of them, and see if you like it, and then you can commit to something else if it's terrible.
Much because you're just like better off having a degree. College got insanely expensive. More recently, everyone was saying, forget college, just learn how to code. Now people say AI writes code better than humans. So what is the best plan? Trade school? Maybe. College? Maybe. Pick a major just for a paycheck? Maybe. Study something that you love and then it doesn't matter. You'll fall into a way to make money? Maybe. Join the family business straight out of high school, drop out and start your own thing? Honestly, I don't know. All of those.
It's so person to person because it's your interests and also the connections that you have. Like I feel like you might be that kid, but everybody knows that kid that has a dad or mom with a thriving family business that they're 100% just going into. Like your dad owns a golf course. You're going to own a golf course. That's your life, right? Like your dad owns a golf course. All right, sorry, the path is paved. That's all you got to do. And your job's set. Some people don't have that. And so it's like, now you got to fucking figure out what the hell your options are, what you're able to do, and also what you want to do.
Those are extremely viable.
Legacy matters so much. It's legacy. Well, I think connections in life is everything, but it's also, yeah, like being able to go into a family business is awesome if you want to do it.
Double option.
The alternative that does suck is when your parents have a family business that's on the brink of collapse. And they really want you to do it, but you really don't want to do it. They really want you to carry on that family. No, like that sucks. Trying to like weigh those options.
What I do know is this.
Like a pastry shop. Well, sometimes that's awesome if you really want to get into it. But yeah, like restaurant business. Like if your family owns a restaurant. And, you know, now you're really flipping a coin on whether or not you really want to own a restaurant or not.
The last decade, we've noticed that there's
Inheriting a farm, that's the worst. That's the fucking worst. Or the best. It's one of the two. It also depends on the farm. You know, if you're inheriting a farm that's worth $40 million versus a farm that's like a family-run farm that sells mainly locally, and you're really, you know, working all year round to take home like $35K profit. And if you have a bad season, you're down fucking 250 grand. Like, it's fit. Dude, farmers can make like 40K off the top, but spend like $1.5 million and make 1.58. Like, it's that, like, they have to put so much money in and then only get like a very small increase of how much they make.
A more anti-education and anti-intellectual talk creeping into conversations from every side. And I don't freaking jive with it, because at its core, education is good. It's about bettering yourself, and it betters the world. And I would never discourage anyone from trying to do that. If you're a younger person watching this video, just do your best to be smart about the path that you choose. I wish I could give you better advice, but I really don't have an answer.
If anyone's trying to give you a blanket answer to this question, you probably shouldn't listen to them.
Yeah, they're either dumb or they're lying. To end this on a positive note, the #1 least regretted type of degree is...
Do you have a guess?
I thought it would be this one. Is it improv?
Least regretted. So the most favorited degree by broad people. Health is already on the board. Finance is already on the board. I think chat with engineering is smart.
Is it improv school?
Architecture, maybe. Engineering.
Engineering. Dude, when I got this far, I thought I was going to say catering. I was like, catering? Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. Everybody has to eat.
Yeah, everyone's got to eat. All right, engineering.
That makes a lot of sense. Yeah. It's like the more tried and true version of computer science.
Mhm.
It's the one that's been around for a century.
Yeah, this is beep, boop, beep, boop, and this is...
And we've had for like way longer.
Then beep, boop, beep, boop.
Mm-hmm.
These guys together sent a man to the moon.
Well, this all honestly just makes a ton of sense and was maybe predictable the whole time.
Yeah. Thank you guys for watching.
Yeah, I think that was actually, you don't even really need to look into that. Engineering's like, you build shit, it breaks, you got to fix it, knock it down, build something else. It's never not going to be a job. Engineering is like, bro, if you go into like that type of work, like you're a civil engineer, you're always gonna, maybe there's too many civil engineers, but there always is going to be a need for civil engineers. There's always going to be a need for engineers in general, like electrical engineers and people like that do all that type of stuff. It's just a job that there's always going to be needed work. Even if it's like we build bigger and better things that last longer, there's always going to be upkeep. There's always going to be things that change. There's always going to be more people that want to do different things. So, I don't know. That made a lot of sense, though. I think that was the easiest guess out of all of them. I did love that video, though. I'm sorry that took, like, fucking forever to watch.